There you go.
Batman sucks!
Shut the fuck up and let's play this game. Oh my god, I'm so tired of listening
do
to
it.
fucking
Do it.
comic book shit. I'm not into comic books other than horror. Oh my god!
Anyway. Please.
Welcome to the Galapagosian Owls campaign. We are finally back, ready to get rolling with this murder mystery. It's too bad that someone, looking at you, Zeffy, isn't here.
Zeffy,
So
you're cunt.
we've been waiting for a good 2 hours for him to get online.
Pretty much.
No.
Half hours. But he hasn't.
All the time we bitched
Because
about comic
he's
books and other books.
Exactly, and I bored the brains out of my skull. These brains that I shall now be attempting to utilize during this.
Hey, I don't
session.
like tying to technicolored horses learning about friendship, but I'm still playing this game. Fuck.
Anyway,
How dare.
if I remember right, we went into the haunted mansion. I forgot the name of it. Haunted manor.
The Marshpark Estate.
Yeah, we went into that, what you just said. And we found a lot of dead people in there, dead persons.
Yep.
And we are supposed to find out how they died, I guess?
Yep.
That is rude hound. They prefer living impaired.
If they prefer anything at all. They don't
No.
seem to be aware of the fact that they're dead.
They don't know they're dead.
Shh, keep it a secret.
Hey, you're all dead!
Hey, Bruce Willis, you're a ghost.
Oh shit. I'm gonna go make a movie about my bullshit politics and violent vigilantism that's poorly written and just general garbage.
And then I make 2 sequels to it. Okay. That movie actually has 2 sequels.
Really?
Yep.
Oh
It's a
my
trilogy.
god!
It's a trilogy now.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
There's no plot in that fuck. Oh my god. No,
Let's
leaving
play-
it.
Let's play Pathfinder. I think I broke him.
I'm sorry,
Yep.
chicken.
It's okay. I broke half an hour ago. Anyway. So, like Stinky correctly summarized, you entered the accursed, spooky, haunted Marshbog estate, which rises from the mire below every
Spooky haunted.
midnight. Ooh.
Spooky haunted.
It's
Ooh.
totally spooky and totally haunted. And you were greeted by a very pleasantly smiling pony with a quite sizable knife through his head, leading you inside and welcoming you to the solstice party.
Ooh, party. Who's gonna go in?
As contrary
Right.
as contrary to what you might expect, it's rather lively in there. There's music playing. There is pleasant chatter going about, and the smell of freshly made food is all around you. It's really quite intoxicating.
Huh, how neat. Well, I mean, when I look around, I guess I see mostly, like, horribly murdered people with, like, weapons embedded in them and stuff.
Mostly, yeah. Oh, and remember, we do have a directory.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Where you'll be able to write down names and whatnot of the pones.
The pones.
The pones.
Well, that's on a different map, though, so we would have to switch constantly.
Yeah, you just have.
I'd like to note that Zeffy was the individual that was going to ask to feed me a lot of information to solve this murder mystery.
Yep.
Alright, so
I'm not salty at all.
Una will
Oh.
point at the guy with the sword sticking through his head. And then look over to the other. Well, I wonder how he died. Gosh, what a mystery.
It's an absolute mystery.
I
Why
bet
don't
it
you
wa-
ask him?
I bet it was dysentery. I'm a doctor, you know. I know these things.
Brilliant diagnostic. Adds 2-bit. Personally, I think he died in his sleep.
Yeah, by someone stabbing him through the head with a sword.
Personally, I just really wish we could grab the fucking thing and leave.
Also, I see something at the very edge of my perception there, which appears to be a Dickensian paperboy.
Amazing how they find their ways into everything. They're like rats. They come burrowing out of corners and nooks and crannies.
I
I'll-
resemble that comment.
Yeah, I'll take a stroll through the room. Just to
You hear pleasant and lively chatter and whatnot.
just to get
and
a
as you
eye on
As you
everything.
get closer to these two over here, you get stopped
Oh.
by the stallion, giving you a wide smile and reaching out to shake your hoof. Ah, it's a pleasure seeing that you could come.
Well, we were in the neighborhood anyway, so we, popped in.
I do hope you'll find everything to be to your liking. After all, this is the anniversary of the. I need my brain. After all, this is the 100th anniversary of the Solstice Ball.
Oh my!
Oh, fuck, I'm gonna need to get a fucking pen, some paper.
I thought it was only number 98. Gosh, I would lose my head if it
It's
wasn't
amazing.
screwed on.
It's amazing how time flies, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm
Why
not gonna
can't
If
make
you would like, you...
Pencil when I need it.
I'm not gonna make any notes because I would be out of character.
I'm
gonna be prepared.
But Booker is actually like a
Yeah.
fucking investigator by trade, and I
I,
actually have to be competent.
much like
Yep.
Uda, I'm going to be perpetually surprised by my findings.
I'm thinking maybe I can just make you a handout.
No, I want to
Honestly-
write shit down.
Actually, handout
honestly,
would be nice.
I don't
It
want
would.
pen.
I want a
I'm-
handout.
I don't want
I'm
my
gonna-
fucking glitter pen. Hold on.
gonna give y'all a handout. Let's see. Can be edited by all players.
Except Zephy.
There we go.
Well, I like the
Throw
little.
out I'm just gonna rip out the sheet that had all the notes that all the fucking information I was gonna learn from Zeffy.
I like that little window effect
Fucking-
you have in the north there.
Thank
good.
you.
That's pretty.
It's good stuff.
It was fun. I'm thinking maybe I can just like fucking add these fucking guys. I can't add the pictures, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Alright, notepad assembled. Haha.
I tried to make a Transformers sound there. Hold on.
There we go.
Notepad, roll out.
Moider
Now you
notes.
can write. Moider notes.
I really wanna look at that little boy there. He seems suspiciously out of place.
Boy.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna
Hey.
I'm gonna poke Booker and then point to the foal behind that fern.
Yeah, it's a kid. So what?
Doesn't look dead. Maybe he knows something.
You can roll some
Alright.
perception to see how dead he looks.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Hold on.
41.
Like a fucking
Jesus
+2 to this shit.
Yeah, you. Booker notices it's a kid. Hardly though.
He has
like,
a face.
Actually, that's a 42.
At first he thinks that it's just like some weird kind of growth on the fern.
Yeah.
Uda, meanwhile, notices that just like the other ghosts, this kid too has a ghostly gleam about him. Hang on, let me get you to show you the thing.
Ghostly gleam.
Ghostly gleam. As you can see, he is a ghostly.
The boy too looked like a shitty special effect.
Yep.
Clearly ran out of money.
Hey. I never had money to begin with.
Alright.
So, lady on fire.
Yep.
Guy with... You know what? Let me just write all those guys down.
Yeah.
Done.
Deadly Bug. Lord.
Hey, someone's either got notes or remembered something.
I'm looking at the party goers, and really, we don't know anybody of these people here, and the only person that'd be introducing themselves and thanking you for showing up, despite not knowing who we are the hosts.
Nice deducting. I forgot that I gave you a handout of the characters. This is good. This means I don't have to write.
I'm just gonna write them down by how they apparently died.
I also need to put a star next to both of their names because I don't actually know their names yet. Fucking Zeffy.
Right, he was the one who had the wish list. No, not the guest list. Wish list of how you wish to die. Oh, by the way, YouTubers and the audience and whatnot, I got a new microphone.
Mwah. Died by
Anyway,
claws. 3.
tell me when. You just tell me when you want to go back to the map.
I'm still writing them down.
Face
Next.
and neck. We're gonna hold you to that 3 claw thing, by the way. Honeybug. The lady. Died from fire. Died
Fire came. It
by flame.
burned to death.
Sources of fire unknown. Oh, I also creature unidentified. God damn it, Booker's like a professional investigator. He has to like actually pay attention and shit. Fuck,
Oh,
being in
nice.
character is hard.
Okay, I think I got them all written down.
Nice.
Sword through head, claw marks McGee, burnt to crisp, cutthroat, tentacle pony with no sign of a tentacle, garroted, earth poner with no sign of injury, flaming hottie, and little Timmy, who probably starved to death.
Flaming Hardy and Little Timmy.
I think. Oh
Also,
no, I
I think
missed
that
two.
Earth Pony is a Pegasus.
I missed 2 people.
Yep.
Pegaponer.
Pegaponer.
Stab through neck.
Oh fuck it, I'm just gonna open up a notepad. It'd be easier to edit all of this shit.
Neck. There we go. Stab through neck and froth at the mouth. I don't know their names, and I don't care for them.
Yeah. Mouth froth.
Okay, so clearly the guy with the froth at his mouth
Poison.
got really excited seeing the avatar and died of a heart attack.
It was the Lux trick. It gets everyone.
Little Timmy probably starved to death, we know that one. She burned head first, I might add. That's the tentacle pony. I still don't know because she probably tentacle rot. We don't see her tentacle. It's a real thing. You can't die from that.
It is.
You cut out there.
To be with Tentaponies.
Lady.
Oh, right, that other guy is also a tentaponer. Also with no tentacle.
It's
The
mostly
guy
because
with
I
the-
didn't want to make.
Yeah. The guy with the claw marks.
It's
Also,
mostly
well,
because
you know what? I'm gonna find the tentacles.
it's mostly because I didn't want to make, you know, an extra mane or tail style because of time.
Tentacle stuff.
Alright. Unicorn died by slashed throat. Pegasus. Unknown cause of death. Earth pony. Injury to throat.
You can zoom in and get a better view
From
of
nose
all the
and
injuries and all of their high fidelity.
nose, ears, and mouth. Cause unsure.
Okay. Well, the guys with weapon damage should be like that should be easy. We just have to find out who held the weapon, like where the weapons are.
Like poison.
Poison guy, bit more difficult.
Tent pony. No visible injuries. Cause of death unknown. Earth made. Burn the fuck out of. Unicorn. Strangled.
Hung actually. She
Possibly hung, yes.
She still has
Def-
the noose around her neck.
Oh,
Definitely used the wrong gender. Hanged.
Hung.
hanged by neck. And Paperboy.
Timmy.
Cause of death unknown. Okay.
I mean, he's a Dickensian kid, so either starved in the street, starved at home,
Tuberculosis.
starved in workhouse.
The Red Death. Alright.
Okay.
Would be even more fitting if they were wearing masks.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should split up, I think. The guy who got poisoned, where is he? We assume he got poisoned. There he is. Let's find out what he ate.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm gonna go to the paper boy, ask him what he's doing here.
Hell yeah. So in other words, one of you is gonna go down to the poison frothing at the mouth dude, and the other one's gonna go up to the paper boy.
Yep.
I need to get these guys' names.
Or what?
Booker will step forward and offer out a little rat hand. Good evening. I am his plus one. My name's Booker the Wizard.
Who is he offering the rat hand?
The guy.
Okay.
Where are you?
The guy
Oh,
at
there.
hand and gives it a firm shake, along with a very charming smile. It's an absolute pleasure to make your acquaintance. The more the merrier, as we like to say here in the Marshbog Estate. Isn't that right, honey? Oh, absolutely.
Fuck. How long has Queen Oceana been the ruler?
Oh, she's been a ruler for like 1,000 years. Actually,
right.
sorry, 500. 500 years.
Okay.
Don't want to make her older than she is, surely.
Exactly. The 1,000-year family in the show.
When was the last change to her coat of arms?
It's gone over some changes. It's recently become more simplified. I want to say the last change to her coat of arms was 52 years ago.
All right.
Highly specific.
Beforehand, Booker will have precipitated the coat of arms to look like the last generation
Alright.
on the back of his coat.
Fair enough.
The mark changes from the relatively simplified and stylized look of the waves and the moon and the alicorn flying above to something far more detailed and, shall we say, more archaic in look.
Fashionable.
Do we know how
Very
those people
fashionable.
see us? Maybe they don't see us how we really are.
I can. Just so you know, I've got like a plus 19 in knowledge history.
Nice.
So.
In that
That's why
case,
I'm
I
asking.
don't think I want to bother with making you roll that.
I take 10. I get 29.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways,
Anyway,
it's a pleasure.
and I need to think for a moment to come up with a continuation. Brain dead.
I don't think we've met.
No, obviously not. I mean, like you said, you were the +1. My name is Bedley Bug.
Yeah, breaking up
Your
there.
beautiful wife, Honey. What the hell? This.
Keeps breaking up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Is it better now? There. No.
I mean, we'll see, I guess.
It's going up and down.
Nope, still.
Have you updated Discord recently?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably just a mic gain or something.
Maybe, but it seems to be stable now, as far
Oh,
as I
you're
can
good.
tell.
Yeah.
Okay, good. The dapper-looking pony with the claw marks says, "It's a pleasure making your acquaintance as well. My name is Bedley Bug. I'm the lord of this mansion, and this is my lovely wife, Honeybug." The on fire mare smiles dazedly at you and makes a kind of lopsided little curtsy. Almost immediately, Bedley seems to grab your attention once more. I do hope the place wasn't too difficult to find.
What a
It was a
hottie.
little bit of a risk building it way out here in the bog.
Not all. I like it here. It's remote, quiet.
Not to mention it does wonders for the skin and pelt.
I can tell you look great.
Selfish reason. Oh, you are an absolute card.
So I'm afraid I haven't quite familiarized myself with some of the guests. Could you
Oh,
just point me out to a couple, if you'd be so
Oh.
kind, sir?
Oh, it's quite all right. I mean, after all, this is your first time here. To be quite honest, though, I'd say just go and talk to them. Oh, you will find no unwelcoming faces in this estate.
Except little Timmy. He hates everyone.
However, if you must have, fuck, I need to find word. If you want to start an appropriately polite and absolutely wonderful place, if I do say so myself, there's my son, Nemo Bug, and watch the stab through the head guy.
All right.
Write that down.
Yeah, he was the guy who let us in. Pretty nice guy.
He does so enjoy leading people here and driving his coach as well.
And what was his name?
Oh.
Nemo Bug?
Lord knows him.
Yep.
Nemo Bug.
All right.
Lord knows that boy's going to get himself killed these days. And he gives a friendly chuckle.
Honeybug?
I don't know. Individuals tend to survive all kinds of strange things.
It's quite amazing how resilient ponies are, isn't it?
Well, it's not all that surprising when you look at the size difference.
You're so fat.
God damn.
That was not what I was going for, but all right.
To be
get
fair,
3 of
ponies
them.
aren't the only resilient, shall we say, as far as I can tell, you hail from Ratside.
What gave it away?
Well, mostly your dress code. I don't know many other I don't know many other people in the Isles who would dress in quite such a fancy.
What can I say? We like dressing up in Ratside. It's just part of the culture.
And must I say, by the way, it is an honor to be in the presence of, uh, fuck, what is Booker's station again?
Agent of the Crown.
Gotcha.
Or Agent of the Throne, I believe we agreed on.
Yeah. It is an honor to be in the presence of an esteemed agent of the throne. He gives a bow.
It's not that big of a deal, I assure you.
Oh no. Oh. It's quite an honor, really. I never knew that Queen Oceana would send one of Brain, one of her closest men, into one of my private little small raids.
I assure you, you don't need to be on edge. I'm not here on business. I'm here because a friend invited me.
Oh, I would have it no other way. You know, the Queen used to attend here. I'm not sure if it was before your time.
When it comes to the Queen, it's before a lot of people's time.
Indeed it is. And definitely before my own or even my grandfather's time. However, there are some quite entertaining stories that I'm sure you'd be absolutely thrilled to hear more about.
I'll have to take you up on that later. While I do not mean to be rude to such a gracious individual such as yourself, I think it's time I go and meet some of the other party guests.
Do go ahead. Have fun, make merry.
I'll see you later tonight, sir.
He gives a small courteous bow. Honeybug seems to do the same, but shall we say at a delay? It's like, and also a little bit lopsided again.
She's wasted.
Hey, once we find, if we know their name, could you put them on the tokens?
You know what? Yeah, that's a good idea.
She's wasted.
Yeah. So that's Honey. That's I had his name right here. Bedley, and Nemo is the guy down there.
Could I roll sense motive to see what exactly is affecting her behavior?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Probably just sloshed.
I would presume so. 33.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Well, while it does look like inebriation, you don't actually smell any alcohol on her, even though there is plenty to drink at the tables.
Hmm.
Hard drugs? Are her pupils dilated?
Well,
Let me get in there with a
they
flashlight.
They don't seem particularly bigger or smaller than the other partygoers. She just shall we say, not fully present.
Okay. I mean, she is a ghost.
She is, after all.
Maybe she left her liver behind.
Maybe she needs to get it delivered.
I'm calling the police.
FBI, open up.
FBI wants to know the location.
One into the microwave.
So while Booker is hopefully talking to the froth guy, I want to make acquaintances with this little child. As you do at a fancy party, you just search for the nearest child.
Absolutely.
Totally.
As you near the little child and apparently crawl onto the piano, the child sees you, and his eyes widen for a moment, but then he seems to get this little look on his little impish face, and he just goes, "Evening, sir."
Actually, I'm gonna climb down. I'm trying to find my way around the piano and eventually just crawl over it.
You could just go the other way, you know.
Yeah,
There's a
but that
column
would be
here,
the
it's not a wall.
yeah, but that's the way around. It's still awkward, so I'm just gonna really awkwardly mush around here. Yes, hello, hello. What are you doing here? Small one, little guy, sport, little champ.
Just watching, he says, and takes a bite of some obviously stolen food.
So, what are you doing? You're not one of the paid help, I assume.
I could be paid.
Yeah, but you're not.
Depends on how much you're willing to pay me.
I want
Clever little
350.
shit.
I want 350. No. Actually, I'll pick. God, I have like no money on me, let alone ghost money.
Ghost money.
Besides, the currency that you're carrying would not be in date.
Damn, that's true. What about that 5 quote-unquote gold note I have?
Notes weren't invented at the time of the Marshburg estate.
What? But it's penny money. Not penny, Temmie money. It clearly it transcends time and space. No, okay. Well, I'll fumble around in my pocket for money, then realize that shit, yeah, ghosts. All my money is actually like material. What am I thinking? I'm gonna lift open my cloak. Do I really want to do this? This is so shitty. Fuck it. I lift over my cloak. Well, how about I let you touch something weird?
The urchin just sighs. You ain't gonna try to be that kind of guy, are you? He said, changing accents.
What? I just look at him. What do you mean? As the tumor pokes its head out.
His eyes widen again. Is that a dinosaur?
I look at him and go, well, for all intents and purposes, yeah, pretty much. Tumor just kind of jumps down. Let me just have to move. Whoop. Whoop. The tumor right now is actually smaller than him.
The urchin seems to consider it. He rubs his chin. So what you wanna know?
Well, first of all, you don't really work here, do you?
I could.
Yeah.
I get paid sometimes.
So what you doing here? What's your name? What should I call you?
Mostly just spying on the party.
You know what? That sounds brilliant. I want to do that too.
It's always so fancy.
Yeah.
Besides, the mates aren't too awful, shall we say, vigilant. It's easy to snag a little bit.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Actually, I'm gonna just reach over here, try to steal some food.
You are quote unquote invited. You're not stealing food.
Yeah, but I still want to steal.
You're taking from the buffet.
I steal some food unseen.
You're such a shitty con man.
No.
Yeah, it's like you're a fucking doctor or something.
Ah. I just wriggle my tentacle around some of the. I don't actually know what those are supposed to be.
They're like canapes or something.
Canapes.
They're just like small food things that you can like hold. In
I just
thing.
I just get like a tentacle full of them. And I go back and like offer the kid some.
The kid grins brightly and reaches out and immediately stuffs one in his mouth and takes another one in his hoof.
Just shittily hiding behind the fern of this potted plant.
Cheers, governor.
So
Stuff
anyway,
here is always so good.
Yeah, it is. So anyway, what should I call you? You're not on the. I don't think you're on the guest list.
You can call me Rats.
Rats. It's a weird name.
It's cultural
Yeah, well,
appropriation.
Yeah, well, your face is a weird face.
I mean, that's true. I can't really
He
argue with
stuffs
that.
He stuffs the other canapé in his mouth.
And Uda will give the tumor also a canapé. It doesn't need to eat, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It's having fun.
The tumor is doing the little raptor thing, you know, like the smart girl thing from Jurassic Park, just poking the head through
Clever girl.
Yeah, the clever girl thing, just poking his head through the fern every now and then.
The urchin, full of childlike wonder, grins and boops his snoot.
Aw.
It eats his face.
No, it won't. It might, but it won't right now.
Where'd you get a dinosaur anyway?
Well, I grew it.
So how much for it?
Oh, I can't sell it.
Why
Kind
not?
of, well, it's kind of like technically a part of me, you know. And when I let loose of it, it might become feral and go around and kill people. And I don't want that. Yet.
Personally, I think that sounds kind of neat.
I know, right? But it's not quite part of my plan yet.
Yet.
So what is kind of your part of your plan then, Gov?
Oh, I couldn't possibly reveal that to a child. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's stupid. I just go. Oh well, you know the usual. We go around big ship fighting the undead. Yada yada yada, saving the world. Well, saving this island chain, but you know, still the world. Gotta exaggerate
That's
a bit.
frowns a little bit. They're looking a little puzzled. But I thought there weren't there were no undead outside of Creola.
Well, they are.
And you're fighting them?
I mean, so far we mostly run away from them. But we're getting ready to fight them. Look, this whole adventure thing is new to me. Okay.
Looks like you're doing a bang-up job of it, Governor.
Oh yeah, totally, isn't it? It's great learning on the job. I roll my eyes. I just roll my eyes, just being disappointed in myself.
So how long you been at it?
Oh jeez. That's actually a good question. How long was it in game? Half a year?
Oh,
At
it's
most?
been. I wanna say a couple of months.
Yeah. 2-3 months. Like I said, we're all new at this kinda.
So how many undeads have you smoted so far?
Smoted.
It's smooth.
Smoted.
I mean,
Just trying really hard to sound smart.
we killed
Yep.
some of them, didn't we?
You did. You actually killed a fair bit of Mook level undeads. Although there
we
was that
That one?
one really
You're cutting up
vengeful
again.
queen. Let's. Yeah, I can tell that. Is this helping? There we go. That seems to have cleared up. Is it better?
For
For the most
now,
part.
it might be your connection.
I think it's my connection.
Yep, cutting up again.
God damn it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the connection.
it
well.
is definitely the connection. Anyway, there was that one very vengeful ghost of that you defeated in Sweet Sands.
Oh, that's true.
But
Where I
other than
almost
that,
died.
yeah. Yep. Carbon took a massive hit for you and lost a leg.
Oh, that makes for a great story. Kids love losing limbs.
They do.
So I was gonna tell. Well, we got rid of some smaller ones, and one big one almost killed me. This guy here, and I point to Carbon. This guy took the hit for me, lost a leg. I mean, it's a really, really minuscule leg, but still it's a leg, you know? It's pretty cool.
He sticks out his his peg leg triumphantly. The kid looks enthralled for a moment, then he goes, "So hang on. You let something the size of an actual insect take a hit for you?"
I mean, I
It's
didn't
really
ask him to,
stupid.
he just kind of did it.
And who are you calling the size of an actual insect? I am at least the size of a dragonfly. Those are pretty badass.
Those
And
are
Yes, yeah.
insects.
Those are insects.
Carbon, very obviously blushing. Shut up.
I rolled a 19. I know they're insects. That's my knowledge nature.
Wow.
Fucking champ.
No.
Absolute.
So anyway, rats.
Yeah, what you want?
Hey, you've been like, where do you like? You don't live in this place, do you? Where did you? How did you get in here?
I live where once. Plus these guys never actually closed the front. Never actually closed the garden door. He jabs a hoof towards the glass door.
If you're saying something, none of that gets through.
God damn it! Ugh. Rumble.
Yeah, something about a garden.
Okay, there we go. It seems to be better. Seems to be like that. Yeah. They never closed the garden door, and he points towards the glass door, slightly behind, to the left of you.
That's really good to know, actually. I want to look
It
over
is
rats.
if you want free food.
Yeah, I want to. No, I didn't say that out loud. That's okay.
Fair enough.
I want to just. Can I check rats? Like, does he have any weapons on him?
You can roll some perception.
I just take 10. That's a 33.
Fair enough. The kid doesn't look like he has any weapons on him. He's a small, scrawny, kind of dust-colored earth pony who doesn't really have anywhere to hide anything.
Okay. So, tell me it's rats. Let's write that down. No injuries, no nothing. How the fuck
Nope.
did he die?
Isn't that the good question?
It is. Actually, I want to make a heal check on him. Like, just
Go
to look him, just looking him over. Just maybe there's something we missed, like a small incision or some shit, broken bone. Oh gee, 37.
You need to roll. Jesus fuck. For all intents and purposes, this kid does not look like he's like at death's door at all. He's a little bit underweight, a little bit emaciated, and a little bit dirty, but that's an urchin for you. He
Yeah.
doesn't look like he's about to drop dead from any visible means.
So, Reds, did you have a blood transfusion recently? Any STDs? Any infectious diseases? Anything really? Did you pet a strange dog?
You are speaking in some weird tongues.
I know, I'm just having fun.
Oh, hang on.
Okay. Well, we have to let this play out, but I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Hang on.
Yeah, I'm hanging on.
There you go.
Okay.
Wait,
Anyway, in fact, I'm gonna look over to Carbon and go, hey Carbon, why don't you and Krebs keep spending some time with Reds here? Just keep him company. Talk a bit. Share some stories.
As if I'd spend time with you. I've got food to pilfer and wine to steal.
Yeah, those two can help you with that. They're brilliant. Like this guy, the little guy, brilliant thief. Stole my heart
I'll just.
and a lot of other things. And
They just.
and Look at this. Look at this. This is really helpful. And I look at Krebs, and Krebs just grows in size, like to medium. Just kind of poof, big up. You can
Nah.
ride him.
And then he just kind of seems to disappear. Although on a second look, he just kind of ran under the piano and out the garden door from there.
Oh, fuck's sake. Carmen, follow him, will ya? Take Krebs with you. He can smell him. Not a problem.
All right, if I must.
Yeah. So those two will be in the garden looking for the orphan.
So wait, Cutthroat made her first appearance before this time at the beginning of the year?
Yep.
Like the very first time she ever appeared as like the crazy fucking necromancer bitch.
She's a very recent thing.
I
However,
thought she was older than that.
Oh, she's very, very old. However, Cutthroat as a pirate is a very recent thing.
Okay.
You would know that Cutthroat as an officer of the Navy,
How long ago?
that she was called.
How long ago was that?
Let's see. That was at the beginning of the colonization of the Isles, so that was
Long time ago.
also some,
Long time.
yeah, some 500-ish.
Okay,
years ago.
just ruling out options.
Yeah. So
Mm.
basically, she became a lich like centuries ago, but didn't really do anything. At least not in the open.
No, I get that. I was just wondering if
No,
there
no, I'm
was
just-
like
I'm
some
just-
sort of
I'm
big
just-
bad connection.
No, I'm just trying to make sure I get it.
Well, you don't really know when she became a lich. You just know that she only surfaced
I mean-
surfaced at the beginning of this year.
I mean, there had to be something to keep her alive, and you know, it was either that or
Wizard
lich members.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, not necessarily alive.
Well, that opens up all kinds of unpleasant options. All right.
Doesn't it, though?
Okay. I look after my tumor and carbon. They'll be fine. Fuck it. What they will be.
Absolutely. I mean,
If
they're
the tumor
just
get-
chasing a little ghost child into an ominous garden that's falling into the bug below. At least one of them can fly.
The tumor can make
Totally.
himself really small and up his AC
Fine.
and shit, so he's fine. I'm gonna go
Totally
over to
fine.
this. I'm gonna go over to this maid.
Look at well, you think she looks at you. This maid seems to be doing everything with her dignified, closed-looking position. She gives you a small bow and offers you a canopy. Actually, she offers you some wine. She's got a little silver tray full of very snazzy-looking crystal.
Crystal? No, like there was. If there was something behind that, it cut.
Oh, crystal wine glasses.
Crystal wine glass. Well, I'm tempted to drink some. On the other hand, some of this stuff is clearly poisoned. Also, I don't know if I can drink ghost wine.
Okay, you can try.
I could try, but fuck it, I'll try. I'll try and take the crystal wine glass with the wine in it.
Mm-hmm. You take the crystal wine glass
And
with the wine in it.
I-
It seems corporeal enough.
Okay. I don't know. I just kind of take a sip, I guess. Let's see what happens.
It tastes like bog water.
I just keep a stoned expression. Not a stoned expression, but like I keep a stony.
stoic.
Dude.
I keep a stony expression. Just this is awful.
I'm so sorry, sir. Would you like me to would you like me to fetch a different year?
No, but I would like your name so I can file a complaint.
fucking serious?
Jesus
Really?
Christ!
Really, Karen?
What? I just want to find out her name.
Could just ask her name.
Yeah,
You
but she's hired
could.
help. That would
Fuck
be
you,
weird.
Karen.
But that would be weird.
She will look distraught and go, "I'm so terribly sorry, sir. My name is Longtrot."
Okay, I heard long something, so
Longtrot.
long trot.
Oh.
Well, that's
Fuck you,
yeah. That
Karen.
all the servants are named that though.
Fucking cockhead.
I'll take this away immediately, sir.
Yes, please.
And she
do so.
just goes off.
Right. So, in the adventures of I want to speak to your manager. In the meantime, Booker walks over to the food platter, grabs like one of the little tiny plates, and begins like getting, like basically takes one of everything in like really small portions, puts it on his plate. Turns over to
next to-
I'm sorry. Chicken?
I was gonna say the guy next to you has played. God damn it! It's doing the thing again.
It really, yeah. You're cutting out all the time.
I hate this. God damn it.
Is your connection busy? Is someone else uploading something?
I think they might be.
Kill them.
Dead. Anyway, it seems to be cleared up now. Anyway, the guy next to you looks over at you and your tiny ass plate and the food you're taking and gives you a big frothy smile. It's delicious tonight, isn't it?
I'm open to find out. Booker, by the way, Booker the wizard. He extends a little rat paw.
And the guy gives you a uncomfortably greasy feeling hoof and goes, "The Heat and Liberty. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you. Oh, you need to try this brie. It is absolutely divine."
What did he say his name was? I can hear Overhoon's cackling.
Something Liberty.
Shut
Heat
the fuck
and
up.
Liberty.
Hedon Liberty.
Family head.
Yep.
Wow.
Alright.
Good job, chicken.
Thank you.
Hedon.
Yep.
Hedon.
Yep.
Ugh.
Eden Liberty. Died like he lived.
You haven't even fucking begun to realize that the guy with his brains stabbed out is called Memory.
I thought his name was Nemo.
Yeah, that means
Oh.
memory.
I didn't know that.
Oh, fuck
Okay.
off.
Dude, I'm so smart. Terrible.
Look at me. I got a fucking master's in English.
This has nothing to do with my masters in English. This is just one nerdy game that I played when I was like 6.
Okay. Enough of the
Anyways.
showing off. Enough of the show off. Terrible.
Duh.
Anyway.
Just because it's Pride Month, we have to put up with this. Terrible.
Ah.
While Booker is talking to Hedon, he will absentmindedly like feed little bits of every kind of food to his crow, or to his raven. That
Oh yeah, he has
Nom, nom, nom.
one. The raven, the 3 little crumbs of food, and then decides no more.
Why did that part not cut? God damn it.
Hmm?
Just the no more part. Like everything else kind of staggered. That comes through. Of course, like a shitty pun. We have to do
No
that.
more. Absolutely. Anyway,
That gets priority.
Did you actually get the majority of that sentence enough to understand it?
Yeah, something about he feeding crumbs to his crow, and then the crow is like no more.
Yeah. The crow
Okay.
pecks up 2 or 3 crumbs and then decides no more.
If the food is edible,
Alright.
would the poison also be?
That is the question, though.
Kind of worried
I'm
about.
aware.
Yeah. I mean, I would say I'm worried, but I'm not actually worried about that crow. I don't care about it.
Neither does Booker, which is why he's feeding it to it. You know.
Terrible.
crow's also immune to poison.
Oh, even better then. Can it detect poisons?
Evidently, yes.
Good, like, there's stuff things into it.
Yeah, anyways,
Anyway,
so the brie, right? Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm afraid I'm not all that peckish, but I'm gonna get a couple things together for one of my friends. Is all. Got an example?
oh,
Any other
whether
ideas
you-
for cheese?
well, like I said, the brie is absolutely divine. There's also the
Mm.
gorgonzola. It pairs perfectly with the wine. Of course. But anyway, even if you're not peckish, you should have a platter. I mean, why eat if you can't enjoy it?
I'll have to try some of that later.
Splendid, absolutely splendid. You know, you're a man of tastes, I can see that. You should
I
talk
like
to
to
my
think so.
son.
Yes, son, where is he?
Oh, he's right over there. He points to the smug-looking Pegasus just by the column, who is currently moving his way towards the other side of the room.
I just do it.
You know, I can never get that boy to eat enough. He needs to fatten up. He doesn't have a single milligram of fat on his bones.
So that's, Gabriel. Gabriel, that one Pegasus, I think. Gabriel Liberty. Okay.
Anyways, let's see. Gabriel Liberty. Oh, this is getting worse.
It is.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Alright. Anyways. Hold on.
Indeed.
Murder notes.
Okay. Okay.
You can reveal his name now, though.
Ugh, my neck. Alrighty.
Anyways. Yeah, I think I'll go meet him now. Be right back, sir. And when he is back to stuffing his fucking face, Booker just leaves the plate of food on the table.
Nice.
Yeah, fuck ghosts, right? Anyway, could you reveal his name? Like his
Talk to
nameplate.
him.
Talk to him. Well,
Yeah, go talk to
I
him.
would, but I thought Booker wanted
Actually, fuck it. Hang on.
Anyways, as Booker is walking over, very quietly, as an aside to his crow, or as aside to the raven, I'll fucking deal with you later.
to.
A gives a and morose
sorry,
Nothing got.
I'm sorry, you cut out a bit there?
caw.
He gives the most what ka?
Nope.
It's-
Still cutting out.
Secting. I can see that. Fucking Zeffy is online!
Oh my god!
You're still cutting out though.
Zeffy though!
Yeah,
Get
Zeffy.
the
We blame
baby
Zeffy for
fuck
it.
in here.
We blame Zeffy for cutting out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anyway.
So what did you say
Um,
the raven was doing?
The raven gives you a tiny morose crow.
And Booker, by the time he meets Gabriel, back to genial face.
You see Gabriel walking over, chatting with this other pony up here. You walk in on the seamed banter as he's addressing the female unicorn over here. Of course, my dear brother would never do such a thing.
I don't know. People can do all kinds of things when properly pushed.
The upper one jumps, turns around and looks. Oh goodness! I'm sorry, you gave me a startle there.
I didn't have that effect on people.
What do we have here? Gabriel looks you up and mostly down and goes, "Oh, what a curious guest we've gotten here. So who might you be?"
Booker extends a little rat paw. My name's Booker the Wizard.
It's a pleasure making your acquaintance. Gabriel steps up and shakes your little piddly paw. Piddly paw. So I take it you're someone's +1, or did you just scurry your way in here?
+1. Well, I have a way of getting into certain events.
Rude.
Well, I have a way of getting to certain events that I want to. A friend invited me along.
Oh, it's always wonderful to be able to tag along to these little get-togethers. You know, I attended an absolutely marvelous festival here just last month in Oceania View. Oh, the music, the wine, the women. Ugh, not this again.
You sound like a man who enjoys a good time.
Well, why wouldn't I? We only live so long. I say enjoy every moment of life as you have it. He walks to the other side of his seamed brother and makes eyes at the unicorn who blushes.
Yes, I don't think I've met the rest of you. My name's Booker, as I mentioned earlier. Booker the Wizard.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Gabriel, says the white one.
But I thought he was Gabriel.
So their names are Gabriel and Gabriel?
And this is my brother, Rosé. An absolute pleasure making your acquaintance.
Rosé Liberty.
So that guy's Rosé.
Yep, the pink one is called Rosé.
Oh, you had the name swapped around.
Yep.
Hey.
You asked me to reveal the nameplate of the name you thought it was.
Yeah. Okay.
This is why we don't listen to Hearns.
What? That step through neck is Gabriel Liberty. I have I keep mistyping Gabriel with an E at the start. I don't know why.
I'd be snarkier to Rosé, but you know.
Gabriel.
Booker gets the last laugh because he's not dead.
Yeah,
true.
fuck those dead guys. Jokes on them.
Fuck him, they're dead.
Yeah, jokes on them. They're dead.
Also, I love how you and Stillwater are just cornering this poor mare over here.
Well, I'm waiting for Booker to finish.
We're doing a pinch maneuver.
Yeah. I don't think I've met you two either.
Oh, right. It's a pleasure, says the bored-looking unicorn. My name is Knighton Noterich. This is my sister. Lovely.
Okay.
She makes a small silent bow in your direction. She seems to be averting her eyes a lot.
So that's neither.
Oh, would you look at that? You have the females absolutely stunned with your mere presence. I must bring you to more parties, Rosé says, looking at Booker.
Well, we and Radside have a certain way of making impressions.
You know, I've never been to Radside. Oh, but it's a dream of mine.
It's a lovely place. Really interesting area to get lost and enjoy yourself.
I've heard so many fascinating things about it. You don't really get any place like it on the Isles.
What can I say? It's one of a kind.
Well, from hearsay at least, Gabriel intones. But, you know, I'd say give it a little bit of time, maybe have some established trade route going back and forth so you can actually get back, Rose. Oh, but come on, where's the thrill in that? You can go out and you can head out to sea and you can get lost in the waves. You can have the current take you wherever it pleases, to wind up on a far distant and mysterious shore. It's a traveler's dream, Rose says, side-eyeing Lovely, who looks away.
There are worse things to do.
I'd say. Besides, it looks like you've seen quite a fair bit of the salty sea yourself.
A couple of things. It's how you get around after all.
Oh, I would love to sail the ocean. I've only been out a few times, but it's intoxicating. Well, not so much the sailing itself as much as the places you land. He looks at Lovely once more, who scoots a little closer to Nita.
I'd like to sense motive Lovely to get her general disposition towards Rose.
Alright, go ahead.
Kind of get a read on her. 35.
Uncomfortable.
Alright.
Oh, he doesn't like rats.
You calling him a rat? That's cultural appropriation.
Well, maybe she's just a bit racist.
Anyway.
Just gloss over that.
What, gloss over how Lovely seems uncomfortable?
No, just thinking.
Fair enough.
Just letting Rose talk while I think. As he says his stupid fucking romantic drivel.
You see, love is like a fine wine. Always intoxicating and getting better.
And
with age.
occasionally drugged.
Preferably served in a man's hat with a single plum. Oh no, that's perfume.
That's perfume. You commoner.
Uncultured swine.
You peasant.
At least I know what perfume is as opposed to my dear brother.
Also, I honestly thought their name was Not Rich. But, yeah.
Not rich.
Well, yeah, like,
Yeah, because
they kind
because
of
the
like,
bugs.
kind of shit.
Yeah, they like married into money.
Yeah, they're not rich. Yeah. I noticed the E afterwards.
Look at the list again. Anyways.
Anyways.
So, I'm afraid I'm not quite familiar with the note riches.
We don't blame you, Rose says, and Gabriel elbows him. Oh, come now. The esteemed Knight Nodrich is one of the best-known ceremony singers in the Isles. We are absolutely honored to have his presence here tonight.
Ah, I see. Actually, if that's the case, I was hoping to talk to you two about some private business.
Wait,
I'm
who
the
two? The Nodriches or the Liberties?
The no riches, they were the fucking musicians.
Yep, they're singers.
I wanted, if you don't mind, I'd like to talk to you for a bit of private business. There's going to be a party hosted by the Queen herself sometime in the future, and she's looking for talented musicians.
So I was wondering if you knew any.
Up until you said the Queen herself, Knight Nodrich looked beyond uninterested. But when you name dropped the Queen, he elevated his facial expression to look mildly intrigued. Oh, well, in that case, do go on. I would absolutely hate to bog down the company with these business talks. So how about we retreat to a slightly more quiet area?
Of course.
They're
I
all
think, lovely, Nida.
all in it for the
Lovely.
exposure.
As Nida steps to the side, Lovely seems a little bit panicked. Oh, don't worry. We'll take absolutely wonderful care of the lovely.
I was
She
actually
said-
hoping to talk with both of them, Rose.
Oh, she doesn't sing.
Booker gets a certain look in his eye as he looks Rose right in the face. I was hoping to talk to both of them.
Rosé returns the look, but slightly more smarmy. Oh, I see. Well, far be it from me to keep this lovely lady from the company that so craves her. But I shall see you later in the evening. And he lets go of her from having put his hoof around her shoulders to giving her a deep bow. As he does so, her eyes don't seem to follow him. You may roll some perception.
Could it be sense motive?
Perception or sense motive, really.
Oh, thank God, I'm terrible at perception.
Hey Connor, can you roll perception just to see what it would have been?
Sure.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
I have familiars for this kind of thing. Oh wow, 21.
That would have worked.
Oh,
see?
nice.
That would have been
It
good.
would.
Shit.
You notice that her eyes aren't following Liberty because as he bows, her eyes aren't following Rosé because as he bows down, Gabriel becomes visible behind him.
Jeez, that's some love.
Booker raises a singular eyebrow.
Okay. And Lovely tippity taps over to her brother, sticking close.
Yeah. This is some weird love rectangle.
Well, shall we?
Exactly. And Booker will walk out to the through the door to look at the garden.
Yeah.
We can cut back to Hones.
Okay. Don't get surprised by the tumor running around the garden, making weird noises and sloshing stuff.
Not the weirdest thing I've seen, especially with Uda.
That's true.
Okay.
So,
Right. So you two, well, Uda comes in with a pincher maneuver on this poor defenseless mare over here, whilst Stillwater has been talking her ear off about the different kinds of fruit on the table.
yeah, I figured Stillwater was there from the beginning and just kept talking about totally innocuous bullshit.
Absolutely. In the beginning, the mare seemed to engage in her in conversation, but as the conversation drew on and became more technical and, shall we say, still watery, she kind of just stopped, and she's not
A lot of
really
knowledge,
sure.
really bad at presenting it.
Just a small film of like static over her eyes right now.
Yep, and she's like on autopilot. Yeah, sure, of course. And she seems to just not know how to politely end this conversation, as Stillwater
Okay.
doesn't give her a chance to talk.
Okay, I'm gonna try and rescue her from my sister. Just coming in from the backside, just coming in from the backside. I don't know why I keep using those words.
Yeah.
I keep using the wrong phrases here. So I'm coming in from the backside, opposite my sister, and I just ram inside the conversation, like thrust in.
Ram
You
inside
should say,
the conversation.
yeah, I
You
just thrust
penetrate the thick aura that
just-
you penetrate the thick atmosphere of boredom that Stillwater has created
I just thrust
with your
myself
sharp
in.
and hard wit.
Yeah, I just thrust myself in all wet and slimy. No,
Okay,
enough.
okay, this is gone on
Stupid.
too long.
It's stupid.
You
No,
fucked
no.
it all up.
I just look around. I pretend to go to the buffet and just go
Mm-hmm.
around them, between them. I go, Stillwater, you found a friend. Why don't you?
Uda.
Yes, why don't you introduce me?
Oh, this is Carrie Bug. she's she's the daughter of them of the Lord Bedlybug, and she's
Oh my.
just she's really really nice. And she's really interested in the effects of swamp water on the moisture on the moisture of tender pony skin.
Oh my. That's I'm sorry. I just want to put her into the notes real quick. There we go. That's Carrie. I look at Stillwater, just deciding what to say really, and then slowly push her to the side as I go in. Slowly, It's, whoop, sliding in.
Immediately, Carrie's face seems relieved.
And then she finds out that he's even.
Yep.
Just go, yes,
Let her
why
have this moment of peace.
yes, why wouldn't she be? Stillwater,
Oh, God.
Stillwater, thanks for introducing us, but I think I should have a talk with this lovely young
Lady?
lady. Yes, thank you.
Mare?
Thank you, Stillwater. Yes, lovely young lady.
Lovely Lung Yeti.
The lovely lady. Shut up.
This is
it's late.
going well.
It's late. So, Stillwater, why don't you go to and I look around. Why don't you find the servants and ask them questions?
Okay, I'll go ask servants questions. Yeah, I can do that. Sure. I'll see you later, Uda.
Bye.
And these three just kind of.
Go off on
Yeah.
their own.
Anyway, Carrie looks to you and goes. Very obviously trying not to go. Thank you. She goes.
No, I will do that for her. I am so sorry. She doesn't get out a lot. She likes to talk about things that she finds interesting.
Oh, it's quite okay. I know that feeling, intimately, actually. You know, this place being out here in the bog, I don't get to go to town very often. Anyway, it's a pleasure making your acquaintance. Uda, was it?
Yes, Udaganifu, and I reach out with the tentacle.
And she gladly shakes it with her own tentacle,
Where does it come from?
which is actually protruding from the middle of her chest.
Oh, what a peculiar placement. It suits you.
It comes in handy, actually, she says, and just reaches over and grabs a glass of wine.
Yes, I know that. I grab over and grab like the nearest thing, which happens to be a banana, I guess. Like without looking, just yes, I know it does. It just ooh, banana. Okay.
Carrie sees it, and her smile becomes just a little brighter, and she goes, "You have no idea what you grabbed, do you?"
It's no. It feels slightly long and curved.
Let's just keep it like that. The less innuendo, the less there is for Rosé to banter about.
Oh, he likes this sort of thing then.
He's incorrigible.
Oh,
He's
dear.
always been like that.
Yes, I know the sort. I just bite into the banana without peeling it first. Just pop.
Making Carrie giggle slightly. So you're a new face around here. It's lovely to see you at the solstice ball.
Oh yes, we just arrived here and we got invited and we were in the area, so we figured, well, why not? It's a good opportunity to meet, well, the neighbors, I suppose.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Not to mention, it's also a good opportunity to actually get a little bit of life in this house. So thank you very much for coming.
Yes, it seems to be quite a big not establishment, quite a big
Estate.
It seems to be quite a big estate for just the Well, what did the guest list? 4 of you, I think? With the help?
It is. But, you know, like my father always says, nothing was ever built without ambition.
Ah. So,
I swear, one day it's going to sink into the bog. I can already hear it bubbling in the garden.
It's like that king in the Monty Python movie.
Yep.
So, pardon me for being so straightforward, but I would love to know more about you.
Oh, well, that is rather straightforward. Well, like you know, my name is Carrie Bog. I'm the youngest successor to the Bog name. Obviously not going to be the one to carry it on. You know, being female and all that.
Oh, well, I'm sure no one would mind. At least no one whose opinion is worth listening to.
Oh, you're very kind. A sweet incentive, that. I wonder if a little will catch on.
Well, you could always have 2/3 of the house.
God damn it.
We could put like a nice glass ceiling on top of it.
Fuck you.
It's terrible because it's true.
It is. Anyway.
Anyway,
That was a
yeah.
good one. That was a good one, Hound.
Thank you.
Also, I would like you to roll either some sense motive or perception.
Okay, well, perception. Because I'm gonna roll my sense motive too, just for shits and giggles, but...
Yes, roll your sense motive first.
Okay. Here's my sense motive. It's terrible. Here's my
Like
perception.
everything that you do.
It's much better. It's much better.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Alright. As you're talking to Carrie, you notice that she's continuously casting little glances towards the Liberty Brothers.
I look over and just go straight up. Which one of the two?
What?
I can see you glancing at them. Which one of the two are you fancying?
She immediately blushes. Well, that is hardly an appropriate question to ask a lady. She takes a sip of her water.
Well, no, it is not. But maybe I can help you.
Who are you, anyway?
Oh, just someone who likes parties and
Yes,
likes to
but
see
who
people.
are you? My father would hardly invite anyone without a small personal fortune of their own. Or at least an established name. And I'm pretty sure I haven't heard the name Udanginifu anywhere in the ledgers.
Okay, I'll get out my dagger and I stab her. Real quick. Just quick time event.
And now we know how she died.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's how he died. That's how she died. What a surprise.
Me! Oh, wait.
Okay.
Turns out Udo was dead all along. And this is
I'm
why I
gonna-
broke up with
I'm going
Captain
to be-
Morgan.
I'm going to be frank with you. I'm sort of an investor in the nearby town. And I'm pretty sure your father invited me for just my money and nothing else.
Oh, your new money. Well,
Yes,
that does
very.
account for it.
But don't let that dampen your image of me, which I'm sure is already dampened. But in all seriousness, though, I do like seeing people get together and be happy. So maybe I can help you with, well, either one of them. They both look very presentable.
Well, if you have, shall we say, an immense way with words and perhaps the backing of the royal crown, you might be able to help me. She takes a sip of her wine. But as it is, I'm afraid there's not much hope.
Uda gets this really shitty grin and just goes, just wait here for a moment, will you? I'll be right back.
She
You're the last
frowns.
person that should be helping with somebody's personal romance.
Yeah, but that's what I'm doing it because it's fun. Now, where are you? You're over there. I need the help of someone in contact with the Royal Crown. Who has a way with words.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, out in the garden.
Booker walks out. The moment they step outside and close the doors, oh my god, that fucking poof. Oh my god. I could not fucking stand him.
So I'm guessing this is after you're done talking with Niter and lovely Notewitch?
No, this is what Booker says the moment he closes the fucking doors behind them.
Oh, I see.
Anyways, so you said you're a musician, right?
Indeed. A most celebrated one, as the majority of my fans would let you know.
So I have heard. So, couple questions. First, instruments you play.
I play the piano, the violin, the cello, and of course, I sing.
Alright, Booker takes a little notebook and writes a few, seems to write a few things down. Alright, songs you know.
He lists off a series of...
A fucking library.
Yeah, pretty much a fucking library of Galapagosian and equestrian songs.
Every once in a while, Booker will note a song and write it down, or look like he's writing it down. He's looking for a very specific couple.
Meanwhile, Niter is playing it cool, simply watching Booker as he writes. He seems like he couldn't care less what he writes down. He's not some fame-hungry little glory hound who will jump at any opportunity to meet and sing for the queen. Lovely,
except he exactly is.
He doesn't care. He has 3 million followers on Instagram. He doesn't need you.
Lovely, meanwhile, is looking at Booker kind of anxiously every time he writes a song down.
Booker, once he eventually stops, Booker will make one last little note. Again, he's not actually writing anything down. Closes his book, puts it back in his jacket, and I take it I can reach you at your estate.
What now?
I take it I can reach you with a letter to your estate.
Well, but of course you can. It might not be for a while that I get to look at it, though, as I get quite a few letters every day. It's quite a long time to sort through them.
Right.
Indeed.
He can't
So
read.
So now that the interview's done, I gotta ask, how do you get a conversation with that fucking idiot?
Well, wait. I need that sentence again.
So now that the interview's over, I gotta have a conversation with that fucking idiot.
You cut out just the important stuff. How did you get into a conversation with that fucking idiot?
Yeah.
Well, mostly he just sauntered up. Rosé Liberty is an infamous Casanova. I knew he would be going after Lovely.
Well, you do live up to your name. That being said,
Lovely blushes and looks down.
I also noticed that you were making eye another individual.
She whitens her eyes and looks downright panicked. And Nida goes, Now, whoever my sister is so inclined to be looking at or not is not a topic for polite conversation.
Booker gives a very sly rat grin. Ah, young love. Anyways, I do think that he looks back through the window that young Mr. Gabriel is currently by himself.
And
Looks back at Lovely.
as he expected, her eyes seem to be seeking out young Mr. Gabriel in the crowd.
Yeah. Anyways, I got a other friend that can keep what's his dick. Rose, distracted. So have a nice conversation. He seems like a very nice young man.
Did he just say that Rosé seems like a nice young man, or
No,
Gabriel?
he was still referring to Gabriel.
Okay. Oh, he's rather well-mannered. Indeed. He's very nice.
And Nida, the queen will send a message to you later.
Thank you kindly. We shall be awaiting it. And with that, Nida nods and starts walking back inside, Lovely following closely behind.
And Lovely, make sure you don't get in the room with that jackass.
What?
And Lovely, make sure you don't get alone with that jackass.
Oh, she heard. Well, I heard you. She was just the one going, "What?" Before being basically, well, not particularly dragged, but just walked inside.
Accompanied
Inside.
Yeah. I'm just going outside while they go in.
Nida nods at you on the passing.
Mm.
So, Booker, what did you find out?
Well, I've learned more about the guests, really. The Liberty is a bit of cunts. Don't know if they have any particular enemies. Let's see. Mostly I got names. That Nida nutjob, some kind of virtuoso motherfucker. Lovely is his bimbo sister. She's making eyes at Gabe. Not sure if they have any particular interventions with one another. Although I can see this kind of exploding as a situation.
I met Carrie Bog, and get this, she has a thing for one of those guys, and he points down to Rose and Liberty. Not sure which one. Didn't tell me.
Why didn't you ask?
Well, because they look like douchebags. I wanted to tell you first, in case you know more about them.
Okay. I already met both of them. Rose is kind of a playboy punk. Fucking terrible at it.
So, who do you think? You think Carrie would go for? She seems like a sweet little one. So probably the asshole, right?
Are you trying to play matchmaker with a bunch of dead people?
Kinda.
Are you fucking serious?
It's a hobby.
The dead.
That doesn't mean they can't find happiness.
Did you miss the whole fucking dead part?
Look, I saw this play once about a ghost who came back and made a vase with his loved one.
Sounds like a shit play.
There was this zebra who got possessed by him. It was the whole thing.
Still didn't get a chance to figure out how Rose fucking kicked it.
I mean, I also don't know how Carrie died. I also met a little boy who said his name was Reds. Seemed dead too.
Why is it that you always manage to find the fucking little kids in every situation?
I don't know. Maybe I was a
I can't
priest.
tell if you're a fucking pedophile or a man-child.
I think I was a priest in a former life, but I'm not sure.
Oh God.
I mean, look, I had a very churchly upbringing. It's natural.
Jesus.
The children just gravitate towards me.
Wow.
No, he actually says that I think I was a priest in a former life. That's no. Who cares how I found him? He was hiding behind the fern there, and then he ran away. Anyway, he seemed dead. He obviously wasn't on the guest list or anything. Also, like, no injury, no nothing. Is he connected to all of this? Is he not? I'm not sure. But
Well, he's
probably.
fucking dead, so yes.
I mean, he could have died from natural causes at the same time. We don't know.
The only thing would be fucking haunting this place then. Really?
I mean, ghosts are weird.
Uda, you're the last person to be calling things weird.
Thank you.
As Booker looks out and watches as like his fucking sentient tumor begins running around the garden.
Yep.
Yeah, they're still searching.
What the fuck are you looking for?
They're looking for the kid.
They have not found the kid yet.
Oh my god, Uda, I wouldn't trust you to find your ass with all 4 hooves.
Anyway, according to the guest list, we're still missing the servants. I met one of them. She didn't give me her first name. So
Let me guess, you didn't ask her name.
I did actually. She only gave me the last name. But it's not a problem. We only have to find the other two, find out their first names, and then we can, deduct the last one. Easy.
Yeah, with your fucking success rate, we're gonna get all of the last names.
Yeah, let's find it out. Come on, we're going back in. We're going to like the servant quarters, wherever they are.
I thought you were obsessed with Carrie.
Yeah, but we can do that in a moment.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's a side quest. It can wait.
The fuck is a side quest?
I don't know. Let's just find the servants. Going through it really quickly.
Are you really? Are you fucking idiot?
Whoop. Okay, we have two. I mean, where do those stairs lead anywhere, or is it just wall?
They do. There's an
Okay.
upper floor.
Yeah, but there are also doors here, right?
Yep.
Okay, so want to split up? I
Please.
pointed at two doors. All right. So you take the upper thing. I'll take the lower one.
Invisibility ring.
And here you go. Oh, the upper stairs. Okay.
No, I'm going through the door. I didn't even see the
Okay.
fucking doors.
So
Beautiful.
so we don't actually get to go into the upper level.
You do get to go to the upper level. It's just another map.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's check down here first then. Okay, there's nothing here. I just waltz in here, like no stealth attempt, no nothing.
Intrepid captain.
I know. It's that door. I'm gonna just wiggle at the door knob or door handle.
It's not locked.
Oh yeah, I'll open it.
Alright.
Look, if someone asks, I'm just searching for the toilet or something.
You open it to the kitchen. It is swelteringly hot in there, and there are pots and pans sizzling with delicious smelling food everywhere.
I can guess how she died now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's just...
Anyway,
Get a look in
Booker is
there.
also doing a thing.
Yep.
I'll just
Let's go back to Booker for a moment.
There you go.
Hmm.
You step into a drawing room.
Booker looks around for a bit.
It's mostly just your average drawing room. There's a lot of books in there. It seems to be a nice little place to sit and have a conversation with someone
Or draw.
or draw.
And another door.
Yep. Hang on.
2 doors, actually.
Yep. Many much door.
Alright.
Which door would you like to go through?
Booker will go through the top door.
What's behind door number 1?
What's behind door number 1?
Wow.
A bathroom.
It's a bathroom! Where you and your special sun pony can make one another clean after doing the icky sticky.
The icky
After you
I did
made
mean to say sticky icky, but you know.
after you made thick and are warm. It's still such a terrible thing to say. God.
It really is, oh
Ugh.
god.
Big Mouth is great.
It is.
After they fuck.
After they fuck. Hang on.
Booker cracks open this door and takes a look through. Yep,
You know what,
closes
you
it.
love it. It's the ballroom.
He closes the door.
Can you just go out there like it's...
No, he's not just gonna throw the fucking door open. Subtlety.
It's me!
Wait, shit, I'm still invisible. It's not me.
Yeah.
Well, if you're still invisible, then why not just use that door?
Because people notice if a door just spontaneously flies open.
Yeah, but they
That
can't
is
see you, so
true.
they don't know it was you, so...
I mean, the mansion is obviously haunted, though.
Yeah. What are they gonna think? Ooh, it's probably ghosts. Please. Who believes in that shit?
So back to Uda.
Yeah,
Back to Uda.
back to me. So I'm in a kitchen.
You're in a kitchen.
They've probably seen me. Ah,
They have
shit.
indeed. And the moment they see you, one of them walks over to you. I'm sorry, sir. You can't be in here.
Damn it. I'm honestly... Okay. Okay, I gotta be honest here. Like, I have plan A and plan B. Plan A is to be nice and just back off and let Booker do this invisible. Plan B is to behave like an utter asshole, demanding to complain about her to someone above her.
Oh my god.
This is why you're a cunt.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Mm. Fuck it, compromise. I'll just go up to her. You know, I just realized, servant, I never got your full name. I don't know who to complain about.
She just looks at you for a
So
moment,
plan B.
Kinda.
and she goes, "Have I seen you before, sir?"
Well, shit. How self-important can I actually behave here? How dare you forget about me? We met once 10 minutes ago. I should be all that fills your mind. No.
Hmm.
Okay. You served me that horrible wine not half an hour ago. In the main room?
I'm very sorry, sir. I've been busy in the kitchen all evening.
Cunt.
Well, damn, they're all burnt to a crisp.
You can tell from their hair.
I didn't look at her.
And the fact that she's in the kitchen and not in the fucking ballroom.
I didn't
Oh,
look
my
at the
evil plan
hair.
is working.
I didn't look at the hair at all.
You are such a dumb bitch.
I know. Okay, fuck it. We have to ride this train now. Sense motive. Oh god, I think she's lying. How
You're convinced she's lying. You
How
saw this pony out in the ballroom not half an hour ago.
Booker, I need you to help me. Help me. How dare you lie to me? Are you telling me you all...
Oh my god.
Or are you telling me that all servants look alike here?
This is why I drink.
I dare say that is preposterous, young lady. Preposterous. And you should not... It's coming up to me. You should not dare treat your betters like... Oh, hello there. Oh.
Sir,
Well,
the
this is still an outrage. And she's gonna leave. Defeated.
leaving the two servants, one looking, well, semi-puzzled, the other just looking at you as you leave, and she holds a new tray of wine.
I'll have you both fired.
Oh my god. Too soon!
Booker is standing in the doorway,
I'm trying to go through.
leaning on the door. And he just shakes his head.
Well, I opened the door with him with his hand still on it, I guess.
The door's open!
Oh, okay.
How
Never
can
mind
you
then.
say... I fucking...
But I don't know if the door's open from the picture, so... Come on. Give me some slack.
Booker
Oh,
turns
but-
invisible.
Oh, I thought he was still invisible. Sorry.
No, he stopped just so he could fucking look at him
Okay.
and just
In
be,
that
just
case,
be ashamed.
I go like next to him. Okay, your turn. I fucked up. Just leave.
You fucking idiot.
Okay, so let's see. She has gray hair, and one of them had like black, and I think the other one was brown.
You fucking... Booker squeezes past the door very quietly.
He enters the sweltering hot kitchen, where one of the maids is working hard at preparing the various delicious meals that are being served in the buffet.
Well, you know, I said I'd take over for Zephy today, and I did.
You did!
Also, there's another door up north that I didn't see, so.
There is indeed.
We're looking around. Booker will find something inconsequential that is loud but won't make much of a mess and pushes it over. And while the maid is distracted, we'll go into the next room.
While you're there, could you, like, take a look at the furnace? Like, let's see if it looks normal, or if it was sabotaged or something.
It's a big rock thing with fire in it.
Well,
Yep.
right, you have shit perception, I guess.
It's a big rock thing with fire in it. The fucking wife chick, Honeybug was probably thrown in it.
But all three of them are burned terribly, so
Yeah, that's probably oil.
maybe.
Just looking at the pattern of the burns.
Lots
Or
of
some kind of explosion. But it was not something that happened. It was not something that happened quickly. Or happened by being thrown into a fucking fire.
Fair enough.
Nope.
That's
If
a
I
lot of
know
meat.
one thing, I know Chicken puts a lot of attention into the fucking brutal gore that she draws on shit.
True.
Aww.
Anyway, that's a
Fuck
lot of
you.
meat. That's a lot of meat in what appears to be 2 saves.
Honestly, this is
Lanterns.
just this is just the meat locker. I was using what's that called? Like fucking pre-edited
Ah, okay.
things to just put in there to fill out the space because I
Yeah,
was running out of
okay,
time.
fair enough, fair enough. So it's just a lot of meat.
Booker looks around. I thought ponies didn't eat meat.
It's a lot of meat. Also, you would know after traveling with Uda, tender ponies in particular are rather fond of meat.
Yeah, but it's still
Wow.
a lot of meat for only 2 tender ponies in there?
And that is true. However, the way Heaton was stuffing his face, he didn't seem to care much whether it was meat or greens.
Ugh.
Still suspicious.
Hedon.
Can you find out what kind of meat it is? Like, do you have like knowledge nature?
Yeah, it's also like ground up fucking pork. Alright, shitload of meat in here. After a quick look around, Booker becomes rapidly disinterested in ghost meat.
Ghost meats.
Goose meats.
Ghost meats!
Oh, look at that.
Hmm? What are you seeing?
Well, someone outside.
Oh.
I'm gonna assume Garm would have enough, like, intellect to hide.
Oh
The
yeah,
tumor w-
yeah,
because the tumor- because the tumor
is
wouldn't have.
definitely hiding.
The
Oh,
tumor
yeah.
would run up and, like, expect pets.
Nah, yeah, Carbon is making the tumor hide. Also,
I like the
it
idea of
appears
Garm
someone
riding
is sneaking out.
him. Oh yeah. Ah, it's Gabriel. Hidey,
Carrie
hidey.
closes the door behind her.
Sneak, sneak, sneak.
That's so sneaky.
Alrighty.
Gonna
You
hide in
have
the same bush?
successfully snuck.
Booker's mostly just looking around outside. Was not intending on spying on people.
Okay. Well, I am. So I will go next to. Actually, I'm just gonna lean on the piano, just casually with like a drink in hand or hoof or
You
tentacle.
lean on the piano.
I lean on the piano. I lie down
Oh,
on
good.
it.
You're
Booker, ever
draping
so
yourself across
quietly-
it as Nida starts playing the first song of the evening. He plays
Booker-
absolutely beautifully.
Booker ever so carefully pushes Carbon Cuppy over.
Honestly, in all
Get
Get
honesty,
your own
invisible.
bush.
just
Fuck you, Bush!
Tumor's making a bit of room.
Anyway,
If
as
I
Booker
had,
is out there,
Wait.
he.
Oh.
Huh?
you first. Fuck it.
No, you go ahead.
I wanted
As
to
Booker
say
is out.
if.
You first.
Yes?
You
As I
first.
Continue talking.
You first.
Oh no! I insist.
Just no, you first. Fuck it.
You go ahead.
You're just gonna continue talking over me.
Go on.
You started it, motherfucker. Just go.
If I had any rank and perform,
So anyway, Booker can.
I would totally do that. Draping over the piano thing. Just saying. But as
Just shut the
is,
fuck up.
as is, all I could do is this. It's terrible.
Well, it's a kind of draping anyway. You've got like an elbow on there.
He slides off.
Making a high-pitched squealing noise as the moisture of his skin leaves a small trail on the piano.
Just jumps on piano and slides right off the other side. So sexy.
Fucking champ. Anyways.
I'm just gonna
Anyway.
lean there and listen to Lovely.
You hear Carrie and Gabriel speaking. Finally got out of there. It's amazing how much that pony can talk a mare's ear off. Oh, I should know. Imagine being related to him. Oh, goodness. You sure it's going to be all right tonight? Oh, how could he say anything against it? I mean, I actually have a business now. I can finally provide for you. He won't be able to oppose it. You don't know him. But I know you. And I know that I want to spend the rest of my life with you. You're always such a romantic, Gabriel. We can't keep this going for too long. Oh, someone will hear. Everyone's always got such long ears in this house. Well, thin walls. I'll see you later, my love. Please be careful. And without even looking at each other, Carrie goes back inside. As she does so, she brushes herself off a little bit and gives a bright smile as Bentley turns around, just as Gabriel disappears in the relative crowd over here.
Relative crowd.
Oh, there you are, Carrie. Did you get your fresh air? It was quite invigorating, Papa.
Papa.
Alright, lovely. Death by suicide.
Yep.
Love triangles, the leading cause of death amongst stupid 20-something-year-olds.
Anyway, I'd like both of you to roll some perception and or sense motive, in comparison, no, not in comparison, in respect to Lovely.
Sense motive.
Sure. Also, I rolled perception to read their lips. Should have gotten most of that.
Oh, yeah. Well, they were facing away, though, so...
Yeah, that's why I said most of it.
Yeah.
And that's a 35 in regards to lovely perception.
Alright. You see distinctly that she heard everything. That fucking mayor must have supersonic hearing or something, because she's trying to keep up her facade, but she looks like she's breaking on the inside.
Okay. So that's the suicide.
So, while Gabriel isn't looking, Booker unvisibles, and there's an audible closing of the door behind him.
Unvisibles.
Unvisibles.
Okay. Let's pretend that's a word.
Yep, it is now. Booker walks over, gets a glass of wine, walks over to Lovely,
This tastes
Hands it to
just
her.
like bog water.
hands it to Lovely. We should talk.
She looks down at you and at the glass. As she reaches out for it, she is trembling.
Yep, we should talk.
She gives a tiny little shake of her head, just as Nighters' song ends, to the applauding of the crowd and the entrance of Gabriel, who blends in immediately, applauding and going over to stand next to the maid.
Actually, could I want to do a heal check on Gabriel because I actually was not close to him so far.
Alright, go ahead.
Because I want to know 31.
Ooh, nice.
How did he appear to have died? Like, is his nose broken or something? Did he get mushed into something?
I will bring you over to the enlarged portraits so
Yes,
that you can
He's
get a
down
good look.
there.
Yep.
Stab.
Oh, he was the one who got
Yes.
stabbed in the neck. Okay.
Actually, since you did such a good heal check, it appears that there was no cutting of the skin, and all of the bleeding seems to be internal without anything broken.
Oh!
You
No,
can-
I
you
get
can
it. I
just-
get it. He was suffocating. Someone tried to do an emergency thing there. Or he did it himself. How
You can
close
see
am I?
some. You can see some distinct bubbling of the skin along the edges of that rather nasty wound on his throat that seems to go directly into his. Well, that's not the windpipe. That's like just the throat, you know.
So how close am I? He tried to someone tried to make him breathe again, or he did it himself because he was so panicked.
I'm not gonna tell you how close you are.
Fine, I'm gonna assume
You
that.
gotta find this shit out yourself.
Ah,
Fucking nerd.
I'm gonna assume he was what was his name? He was Joffrey.
Joffrey.
I like the brain bits on the edge of the blade for Nemo, by the way. That's good.
Ah, thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I had a lot of fun with that
The
one.
little detail. So I'm gonna assume he got Joffreyed, and not actually stabbed in the throat, and at least that's not what killed him.
I don't actually know what happened to Joffrey.
He was poisoned, and he couldn't breathe, and he turned all purple,
Nice.
and he couldn't.
Sucks
And
to be him.
in the books, he actually clawed his own throat open in a desperate attempt to get breath.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna assume that's kind of what happened to this guy.
That's pretty neat. Anyway,
So yeah, rejection's hard. You can either get through it by drinking a whole lot or talking to somebody. Your choice.
as Booker talks more and more, Lovely seems to become more and more distraught until she is reaching just one tiny trembling hoof out for Nida, who instantly looks at her. If you'll excuse me, we have some business to attend to.
Okay, they're planning
You
a murder.
do.
All right, split up. Everyone takes a target. Let's find out how they die.
Booker casually walks towards one of the food bars, and as he steps behind the column, invisible and follows them
Nice.
out.
Nice.
Uh,
As he follows them out, he hears the quiet but distinct sound of sobbing. I'm never going to... Now, it's going to be alright. It's quite okay. I'll talk to him. It'll be fine. Don't worry, we're going to figure this out. And you will get him. I can promise you as much. He reaches out and he very gently wipes a tear from her face. When have I ever not protected you? Thank you.
Alright, so he's one of the main suspects now. So is she, for that matter.
Anyway, that's basically what that entire conversation boils down to.
Alright, Uda will do his best to, like, not stand out in the open. Let's see, what is my stealth? Oh yeah, 28.
Not bad.
I'll just try and stick to the
Yay.
shadows, like, behind columns.
Nice. Excuse me.
So, Booker, I guess, will keep an eye on those guys. At least neither. And I'll just keep an eye on the main room for now. And
Alrighty.
maybe Stillwater, because I can't control the others. Maybe Stillwater can, like... No, she can't tail anyone. She would just talk to them.
Yeah, she would. As a matter of fact, she is. She's like talking to all of them.
Well, actually, that's good. That will distract them from me.
Absolutely.
Fucking love triangles. I'm getting another drink.
Because I want to keep an eye on. I want to keep an eye on Gabriel as best as I can.
Alrighty. If you would like, you could roll some perception to see what's currently going on in the room.
Sure. My perception is so bad, though. That actually was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. You see that there is some talking going on here and there. The note riches seem to be heading back to the piano. This time, however, Lovely is the one at the keys. The other one seems to be engaging the maid, whom Nemo is also engaging, about a certain problem with the wine. The maid wants Nemo to take a look at it, and just as she's about to lead them outside into the kitchen, Nida walks up and says that he has expertise in wine tasting and might be of some assistance. Nemo turns to him and goes, "Oh, that would be wonderful. I am not a particularly worldly man myself. A little bit of assistance would be much appreciated. I'm afraid I don't quite have the palate of my dear father."
And it's the old sword hidden in a glass of wine death.
Sword hidden in a glass of wine?
Happens all the time. You drink the wine and suddenly sword in your head because it was in the wine. Because you can't see the sword because it's in the wine, you know. It's a very big glass. Okay. Anyway, that's yeah, that's
Still
your
following the brother.
and I'm still looking. I'm just keeping an eye on Gabriel and whoever else I can, but mostly Gabriel.
As you enter the conversation, you seem to hit the butt end of well, as you enter the room, you seem to hit the butt end of the conversation. So this one should be doing quite fine. Oh yes, it should satisfy even the most picky of wine aficionados. Absolutely splendid. Gently, would you serve this? The maid nods and leaves with the bottle of wine.
I want to make a guess. I wanna solve. I wanna, wanna solve.
All right, go ahead and
I'm
solve.
gonna, first of all, I'm gonna buy a consonant. No,
I'd like to buy a vowel.
not to buy a vowel. No. Okay, I'm just gonna make a guess here. Let's see if I'm right. But I'm gonna say that whatever reason they get into a fight, Nemo takes a kitchen knife, slices the guy's neck, but he takes a sword and stabs him before he dies. I'm not sure where he gets the sword from. He could have one on him. I haven't actually looked at him.
Well, he is a fancy-looking bitch.
And he has like a cloak thing. So yeah. So that's my guess.
Booker, ever so carefully, walks out of line of sight, picks the raven off the shoulder and puts him down. The raven turns into a rat and scurries off.
Nice.
We'll get back to that in a bit.
Speaking of getting back to things, as Nemo is about to follow the maid, Nita stops him. Oh, by the way, there's another issue I wish to discuss with you, Bog. Oh? What would that be? I'm eager to discuss any kind of quarrels you might have with this entire soiree. I was, after all, in charge of setting this one up. It's quite a big leap up, if you ask me. Oh yes, I'm sure your father will be very proud. Are you doing quite all right? Absolutely. However, I imagine that your sister won't be in not too long. What do you know about my sister? Oh. Some absolutely despicable things. Nemo grows tense as Nita looks towards the door. And it would be such a pity if the rest of the party were to hear about this. I might say it would devastate your entire family. You won't say a thing. Oh, won't I now? Seems like I was rather correct in my assumptions about her then. You won't say a single thing, and you're not taking another step. What are you going to do to try and stop me, Bog? And before Nida Noteridge can do much of anything else, Nemo has tackled him. The two lock into a violent wrestle, tossing each other hither and thither in the kitchen. Bottles land on the floor and break on impact, shattered glass flying everywhere. At some point, Nemo manages to push Nita all the way towards the that's not a furnace, it's called
Oven.
fireplace.
Oh, yeah.
The fireplace, where Nita stumbles and falls to the floor.
If there is a knife around within easy reach of either of them, Booker will just very quietly take it.
Really now? Are you going to do that after getting to know that if you interfere with these ghost stories, you are going to be stuck here forever as a ghost yourself?
We have to let them
Is
play
that
out.
the fucking... Oh,
Yeah.
never mind then.
We have to. We're not supposed to stop them.
Bucket,
They only.
Book- Oh, okay. I forgot that. My apologies.
No.
Booker just takes a seat up on the table.
In fact,
and
throw
pulls
them
out
a knife.
flask.
Throw them a knife.
Yeah.
Help them out. No, they're already dead. We
Forgot
can't
that bit.
save them.
Exactly.
I thought the point was to break the cycle or some shit. Some poetic bullshit like that.
The point is not getting stuck in the cycle ourselves.
Yep.
Hmm.
But getting out with the MacGuffin.
Booker hops up on one of the tables, begins drinking out of a flask from his
Just
coat.
silently cheering one of them on and then the other. Depends who gets the upper hand at times.
As Nemo manages to wrestle Nita to the ground, he goes, You will not say a single thing. She can't help any of that. How did you find out about it anyway? Well, it's quite obvious, isn't it? She's not exactly quiet about that kind of thing.
You want some shade there?
Nemo gives an enraged growl and tries to hit Niter Norwich in the face, but his hoof just misses him as Niter dodges. But as he does, he knocks the knife off of the edge of the fireplace. It slides down and effortlessly cuts through Niter Norwich's infamously famous vocal cords.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
He gurgles and tries to swallow, and as he does so, he levitates the hidden sword from out underneath his coat and slashes in blind panic at Nemo. Nemo tries to avoid it, but falls back and stumbles himself. At which point, Niter slowly expires, his magic ending as the sword hovers over Nemo's head. It comes down with a swift and gruesome sound. Blood splatters everywhere, and Nemo rasps and gasps, staring out blankly into the room.
Booker uncloaks at this point. Wow, you're both really terrible at this.
Niter in the kitchen with the sword. I had it right.
Yeah. No, you had it down from the moment you fucking said it, man.
I like it.
As Booker uncloaks, actually,
Yep.
Nemo gives a gurgle and reaches out for him.
Yeah, see ya, fuckers.
His brain is on the outside of his head. You can't do that.
He claws at the floor and seems to be going through the last horrible spasms
Yeah.
of severely brain damaged agony.
Well, he's already dead.
Grab
Booker,
the
look
sword and twist it a bit. You'll go out faster. As Booker just leaves the room.
Jesus.
God damn.
I'm glad Uda wasn't there to see that. That would have traumatized him. But as is, he has no idea what happened, so hey, everything's fine. Woo!
Yay!
Now, back to the
And
main thing.
before he walks out the door, the last words out of Booker's mouth. Oh, by the way, your wine tastes like bog piss. Closes the door.
Nice.
Alright, did we hear any of that in the main room?
Nope. Since Lovely was playing the piano.
Ah. Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. Anyway, so...
And I'd say Booker would look for Uda, but he's fucking invisible right now with a stealth roll.
Yep.
When I'm behind the... You would probably be able to see me. I'm hiding from the others behind this thing. If you come in from the right angle. Besides, they're not really paying attention to me. Which helps.
You're all sneaky and stuff.
But we don't have to be, like, super sneaky. Just, you know, we don't have to... We don't need to stand out right now. Otherwise we might change something. Or maybe we're meant to be here and it's all, like, we're actually part of this now, which would be terrible.
It's a time loop. Booker sits up on the table, leans up against the table. Like, looks to where Uda is, looks back to the group, looks back to Uda, seeming still not registering that he's there, looks back, then, like, whips his head around as he finally sees Uda.
Still keeping an eye on Gabriel.
Walks over. So, Niter and... Fuck, what was his name? Solid
Nemo?
brain guy. I don't really give a fuck. Nemo. That was his name. Music douchebag and Nemo. Fuck, I forgot the first guy's name.
Neither.
Who gives a fuck? They're both dead. Both of them died. Killed each other in the kitchen.
So this whole thing is a love triangle. What do you think the other guy, and I point to Gabriel, will die next, and then the parents will hash it out between themselves, and then there will be some sort of accident in a fire?
I think there's gonna be a big fucking scrum at the end of it, and Knightley's last. And, no, not Knightley. Lovely's last one to die as he hangs himself.
Yeah, sounds plausible. Well,
Wanna go take a look upstairs? Ah, fuck it, I'll do it. You stay here and watch.
No, oh, fine.
Choose whichever scene you want to do first, chicken.
Alright. In that case, I would like to hold on a moment.
Intermission.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Alright.
Let's all go to the lobby.
As you go to the lobby, you notice very obvious blood trails leading up this stair.
Oh!
Jeez, the hell?
Oh boy! Investigate murder!
Yeah!
Look, I don't give a shit about these guys anymore. This is like the best move. This is like the best play ever. Because
I'd
people
love to-
actually died.
I'd love to follow, but no, I also want to know what's happening downstairs. So.
Hang on, I just gotta get the right tokens in the right place.
Meanwhile, a rat crawls onto Uda's back. Scuff, 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 scuff.
Gross.
As the rat, also, as Book Familiar also could not find Uda. Because the rat cannot roll high enough to find Uda.
Oh man, that's great.
I look at the rat. I look at the rat. You are so lucky that the tumor isn't here.
The rat waves.
It's weird. Can you talk? No?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Now shut the fuck up and keep watching.
Fine.
You didn't see anything. He does like the whole fucking motion like the penguin does in Madagascar.
Beautiful.
But you're still right. Never mind. I keep watching.
Anyway, should
the
we move
rats,
on to
man.
Booker? I now have
Yes.
everything prepared.
I want to see that second story. And it's a shame I can't be there. I hope there's nothing he has to roll like knowledges for. Or perception.
There is knowledges everywhere. Perception
Okay.
knowledges.
Good knowledges, I'm just terrible at perception.
Yeah. Well, let's hope there's nothing to roll there.
Invisible. I follow the trail of blood.
That is exactly where it leads. It leads up this hallway, but it seems to be growing rapidly smaller and smaller. Whatever was dragging itself up the stairs seems to have gotten up and started walking. There are bloodied hoof prints, but they also slowly fade out as the blood seems to be running out.
We'll try this door first.
Alrighty.
Could Cutthroat
Let's get
guy
turns.
manage to get upstairs? It's unlikely.
This turns in like some fucking Night of the Opera bullshit. This is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it would be.
I don't know what Night of the Opera is.
Or Phantom of the Opera.
Oh!
I open this door. Always start with the furthest left.
Is it the
As I
Angel
broke
of
that rule
Music?
earlier.
Ooh.
Angel of music, you stabbed me in the head.
Yeah, this is what I said. That's what Booker would sound like, I think.
Absolutely.
Empty room.
Try this door.
Alrighty. There you go.
Honestly, I imagine Booker to be a shit singer.
Nah, he'd be great. He would be like that. Oh, what's his name?
Open this door.
Got the name. Shit. This reminds me of. It reminds me so much of Final Fantasy VII. Like you open the
Is this a
door.
door?
What?
Is this a door?
That is a door.
Is it?
What's in it?
You don't know it's locked.
Damn it!
Fuck!
Don't worry, we have to wait for the cutscene, and then the door will be open. Behind it is like President Shinra stabbed with a longsword.
Legit. Adamantium dagger. As I slide it onto the door and like nick the deadbolt.
It does not work. It looks like
Ghost door.
whatever, because as it were, this door is not just locked. It seems to be
It's ghost
welded
locked.
and nailed shut. And
Oh
also,
shit!
yes,
I'm gonna have to
ghost
go back
locked.
to this one. That's cool. I know pass well, but I'm looking for a dead guy.
Okay. Who the
I wanna
fuck
see a
nails
dude die.
himself? Who nails himself into a room just to die? Unless
Makes
that's the
sense, doesn't
curse.
it?
Unless that's the curse.
No dead guy in here. Fuck.
Hey, bananas.
Where's the dead guy? I want to see somebody bleed.
Booker just yelling at nothing in particular while being invisible.
Perfect.
There were more doors there, so.
There was?
Well, yeah, down the hallway.
Yeah.
Oh, down the hallway. Yes, I'll go looking there in a second.
Okay. I wish I was there. I could find something with perception.
You could.
Open this door. Check hasn't prompted me for perception yet.
Yeah, but still, Booker's like, I want to see blood. Blood. Where's the blood? Where's the blood? There's no blood here.
You know, you could roll perception at any given moment.
Yeah. Like I would have. God, he's
I
bad
rolled
at this.
13 on this ficus.
It's a plant.
Tell me your secrets. Tell me your secrets, Vicus.
Is that like a curtain that leads farther in? Actually, I just pulled the curtain aside.
Right, you pull the curtain aside, and behind it you find a door.
Ah! Reveal your secrets, door!
Don't yell.
I'd
You're
like you to
invisible.
roll some perception.
You're invisible, not inaudible.
Sure.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you notice
Reveal your
that.
secrets, door! As I shout at it.
You notice absolutely nothing. Jack diddly squat. And also, this door too is locked.
So you
Not
wanna
as severely as the other one, but still very locked.
come back down and switch places. Let's see if that works. It's still ghostly. It's like a ghost thing. Or do you have ghost touch? That'd be cool.
I don't know, let's find out. I try and cut the deadbolt.
Alright, you try and cut the deadbolt. No luck. Whatever this thing is made out of, Jesus Christ, someone wanted to make sure it didn't get cut. Or meddled with.
So it might be adamantine itself.
Where's this dead fuck?
Can't you like...
You could roll some perception?
You're red. Don't you have like superior smell or some shit?
No.
You see absolutely nothing, and also, how is that even possible? Jesus Christ.
Booker
You're
just
too
loses
excited
his-
to see anything.
Booker just smells blood and all the intellect leaves him. He's just pure animal right now.
Oh yeah.
I'd
Booker
love-
will like lean over the balcony and like mental impulse. Rat fuck, get in here!
I'd love to help.
As he
It's
calls us
actually-
familiar up.
It's actually a couple of windows there. It's not a balcony.
That's fine.
Oh.
I open a window. Rat fuck, get in here!
Can I throw the red up there?
Rat just runs out, flies up.
Oh, that's... I wanted to throw him up there. Oh well.
That would be funny, but you just hit the ceiling. And Rat fuck has a higher perception.
Good.
Alright, roll some perception from Ratfuck.
15.
Better.
Alright, Ratfuck doesn't really perceive much of anything either.
Rat
Just
fuck,
take-
you're useless.
Just take 10.
Rat fuck takes 10.
It's a 19.
Alright,
And I cast guidance on it. I don't have guidance. Fuck, I'm not a cleric.
with a 19, Ratfuck can hear some things coming from the last locked room that you investigated.
Tell me your secrets, door! I cast knock on the door.
Red's just rolling his eyes on your shoulder. Just, Jesus
What
Christ.
does knock do again?
Unlocks doors.
It doesn't work.
Oh, fuck you, door!
The fucking ghost doors.
Fucking this fucking door! This fucking bitch ass door!
This
Fucking
fucking
door.
ass door. Exactly,
Fucking
boy.
fucking pass wall on the door! Fuck you! I just fucking teleport through the fucking door!
Don't you have to have a
You-
line of... You need to know where to teleport.
You do.
No, it's pass wall. I just literally make a giant fucking hole in the wall.
You
Fair
make
enough.
a giant fucking hole in the wall?
Pretty much, until I cancel the spell.
So is it like a permanent hole in the wall?
Until I cancel the spell. Well, actually, it's concentration. It's like a minute per level.
Okay.
As I conjure up, as I basically just like fucking cast a spell and a big fucking hole opens up.
Alright.
Fair.
I am considering things.
You know, Connor,
What?
my tumor has a higher perception than your familiar. I could have sent him out.
Ha!
Yeah, because you
Yeah,
know what?
well.
Go fuck yourself. I also can't pick locks.
Also, you wouldn't be able to talk to him, so that would be pointless. Why can't you pick locks? I would have expected you of all characters to have that.
Because I have the knock spell!
I mean, that's
And
fair.
that didn't work!
Yeah, but you don't have a backup in case your spell isn't ready? That's terrible.
Yeah,
That's
it's
terrible
called
planning.
anti-knife.
Not good plans. Not good planning, man.
That or normally I don't. Normally Booker is the most silly, just blows everybody up in the fucking room.
More sensible. Much more sensible.
Like, oh, the door's not working. Disintegrate door. Fireball, fireball, fireball. Fuck you, demons.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Because they're supposed to be subtle.
I think that ship has sailed. The moment
Oh,
you
yeah.
yelled about like you're red in the crowded ballroom.
No, I am
Mhm.
just drinking.
With a window upstairs.
Anyway, before you can cast that spell on the door, you see the handle rattling.
Oh.
I'd-
Book steps to the side.
The door opens just a tiny crack.
Perfect cat noise. Oh, he's
Oh,
so
Booker
that
looks
boy.
through the crack.
Alright, I will reveal just a crack for you.
Unleash to me your secrets.
I wanna see
Oh, that's a dead bitch.
Oh.
No,
He survived
Anyway.
and dragged him upstairs? Is that it?
he's dead as fuck.
No, the other
Oh,
guy.
yeah, he...
Well, I mean, that's the guy with the sword through his head, isn't it?
Yes,
Nemo,
it
yeah.
is.
So the other guy survived, dragged him upstairs? Is that it?
That's the question.
Get a look on him, fucker.
I'm trying. Get off my dick.
Oh, no, that was a Oh, I saw that name.
That was dead, dude. That was dead, dad.
That's yeah, that's the dad. So he found his dead son in the kitchen. I suppose, because that's where he died. Dragged him upstairs without anyone noticing because there was no one there. Duh. But why?
Booker lets us rat through the door.
Alright.
Who's
Is the
sneaking?
rat visible?
Yes, but he is sneaking.
The rat immediately gets its head stumped in as Bentley pulls his hoof down on it.
Wow, not even a stealth roll.
Nope.
Damn ghosts. Well. Huh.
He looks down at the rat, scoffs at it, and stoops down, picks it up.
Actually, never mind. The rat can be invisible.
Ooh.
The rat can?
The rat can.
Oh, okay. So is it?
Yes.
Is it retroactively invisible?
Hold on.
Does it only get invisible after it's dead? That'd be terrible.
I don't know how to spell invisible. Hold on.
Invisiblite.
Shut the fuck up.
You know, that would actually be great. Like a
Yes,
magical.
because I'm gonna say yes because I want to see what's going on.
No, I
Alright,
mean,
fair enough.
like a rat, and if it dies, it turns invisible. So the stench is just there forever. You
Invisiblite.
can't remove it.
Then you get other rats that come to eat that rat.
Ah, that'd be great.
Alright.
Wizard pranks.
Alright, the rat manages to sneak inside the room.
Rat!
Just as Bentley closes the door again. And goes back over to Nemo, who is surprisingly still fucking alive.
Oh wow, it sucks to be that guy.
Ah, fuck, did we...
He is rasping and gasping and whimpering, and it's amazing you can only hear so little through those doors. They must be sound proof as fuck.
Really quick.
Yep.
Do we have any information about Bedley Bog? Does he, like, was he known to have, like, magic powers or something?
You have no information on Bedley Bug.
Damn it!
Zephy had all the information, so we're just finding out, motherfucker!
Double damn it!
Anyway, as Nemo suffers, Bedley reaches out a hoof and gently shushes him as he pets his mane, takes his hat and puts it to the side.
We're playing Talos Principle, except with fucking murder,
Jeez.
which would have made Talos Principle way cooler.
Well, they were all robots. What's the point?
Yeah, it was like my point. There wasn't anything interesting about what you're finding in Talos Principle. Anyways.
Aw, you're saying there's stuff interesting about finding this. Oh.
Murder!
Anyway, Bentley shushes and pets his boy, who whimpers more and more. And as he does so, Bentley leans in, and Nemo seems to whisper something in his ear. Roll some perception.
Oh boy!
Oh no.
21!
Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo! The rat actually hears what it is he whispers to him.
Excuse me.
It seems
That's not what Bedley says.
It really isn't. Well, it's Nemo who's whispering. Or rasping, as it were. And what he says is simply, Carrie, find... Before Bedley reaches out and holds his boy close. And then yanks the sword down to completely just slice through his head. He dies instantly.
That's a good sword.
It's a very, very sharp sword.
Can we get that? Can we take it? I want
Plus
that
one
sword.
short sharpness.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up and keep watching.
Yeah.
Murder's happening.
Nemo expires, and more of his precious lifeblood drains down onto the table, and the strange potions and bombs that seem to be bottled there.
Bedley's an alchemist.
Probably.
Bedley just watches as more and more of his workstation becomes crimson. There seems to be a light draining from his eyes. Or was it ever there to begin with?
Probably not.
Then he reaches over and takes a hacksaw.
Okay.
Murder party! Everybody dies!
Here's the thing, I would be concerned that he just has a hacksaw ready to go, but if he is an alchemist, then yeah, sure.
Fucking crazy Frankenstein bullshit's coming up next. I've been drinking
Anyway.
too much.
Anyway, I think this is an appropriate moment to switch over to Stinky as Booker witnesses the Booker's rat witnesses the terrifying and excruciating dismemberment of Nemo Bog.
Let's switch back. Uda's just mumbling to himself. Just, I bet I have
Booker's
the way better.
In the background because he can watch this from his eyes because he's high enough level. And he's like, yes, this is like one of those fucking terrible plays, except people are actually dying. Yeah, this is the best. Booker's a shitty person.
Uda, meanwhile, is just mumbling to himself. I bet I have the way better assignment, not like this stupid rat who has done nothing so far. Gotta watch this stupid. You are terrible. You are a terrible person.
What tipped you off?
Anyway. Yeah, Uda just looks up to see the window close again after the rat flies in, then concentrates further on Gabriel and the others.
They seem to be milling about, as it were. Gabriel is making small talk with Hedon. Lovely still tickles the ivories. Although it does seem to be in a very morose way, even though she
molesting the ivories.
Molesting. She tries her very best to keep it upbeat, even as Rose moves in on her again.
What a fucking bitch!
Also, I'll be right back. I have to cover up the smelly that my cat did.
Oh.
I'm gonna get another drink. Because that's exactly what I need right now.
Also, as long as it's been out once today. No. Not allowed. Little crime boys are not allowed to go outside in the middle of the night, kitty. Alright, I'm back.
Woo. Connor's still away.
Okay, I did not know he was away.
What's thereafter?
What, boy? My good boy.
I think I forgot to level up my familiar. So I'm just gonna do
Huh.
that.
Yeah, do that. You know what? I think I'll just go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back again. Boy.
Jeez.
Boys, I've had about like 8 shots of rum at this point.
Oh no.
And I ran out of and I didn't realize it, so I just filled up my mug with rum. So now I've got like what is effectively another 8 in my mug.
Great work.
Yeah! I'm gonna regret this when I go into work tonight.
Yeah, I'm just leveling up my familiar while Kara's gone. Because I kind of forgot that.
We got a fucking murder party.
Jeez.
It's great. I've been drinking a little bit.
Yeah, I can tell. 10, 5, 12,
Oh,
7.
I can taste the Captain Morgan unaided by Coca-Cola. I ran out of Coke. I ran out of Coke and Cola.
That cat is really loud, isn't he?
Meow! I shit all over the place because I'm a cat. This is why I don't like cats.
Aw. No, he's a nice cat.
Star Wars still sucks. It's fucking shittily written, and fucking Luke Skywalker's a whiny bitch baby. The entire 3 movies. The only interesting character in that entire trilogy is fucking
We know.
Darth Vader.
Okay, we know. We know.
Because he's actually scary, and he's designed interestingly, and he's got all these cool fucking comics. I actually hate the expanded universe. Fucking shade people are gonna show up at my house with fucking torches and pitchforks.
Oh, that's cool. At level 11, my familiar gains DR5 against everything but magic. Cool.
DR5/magic, so pretty much everything by that level.
Yeah, I like that. Level 11
But
though,
he can now even further maul the shit out of peasants.
He can! That'd be great! So, there we go. I actually forgot to level him up the last, like, 4 levels.
Peasants are still highly endangered by house cats.
Look, if they can't defend themselves against dinosaurs, then fuck 'em.
Fucking level 1 commoner nerds. One of these days I'm gonna play like a straight up fucking commoner as my class. One of these days, chicken,
Okay.
when you run another, if you run another Pathfinder game, I'm just gonna have my level. I'm gonna take all of my levels in commoner.
We should
Oh,
just
that's gonna be
all play.
wonderful.
We should all play commoners.
Fucking amazing!
It would be
We
just
should
as
play-
good as an entire team of clerics called the Amen.
We should just play Racketeer, and we are the shopkeepers that the adventurers go to.
No,
Yes.
no, it's not funny unless everybody else is like competent adventurers, and I'm like the fucking hireling.
Oh. Anyway,
Anyway, indeed.
I'm watching those fucking guys in the ballroom, and you know what? My tumor can come back. Just
Everybody's gonna get murdered.
I'm gonna
I've been
pretend.
drinking.
I'm gonna pretend that Carmen got bored outside. There was nothing to do. I wanna see something happening. God damn it!
Oh yeah.
God damn it! Nothing's happening in the garden. This little orphan is gone.
Man,
I
this
have
is
been
how
looking
What's-His
everywhere. I
gets
cannot
murdered
find
by
him
a hor-
anywhere.
This is about how What's-His-Dick gets murdered by a horrible monster.
I spent 10 minutes petting the tumor. It's weird. It doesn't even have fur.
It feels so squishy. It's a bit
It's
like
made out
just.
of cancer cell.
It's a bit
'Cause
like
it's a-
petting a giant ball sack with bones in it.
Anyway,
Man, the moment I realized I didn't have to apply any rational thought and just watch this shit happen is great, because that's when I just finally started
you
drinking
think
too
I
much.
imagine he feels like one of those naked cats.
Oh, one of the ballsack cats?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the ball sack
Scram
cats.
Kitty! I actually
Anyway.
had a friend who named cat Scrotum. He was one of the,
Yeah.
he had one of those hairless cats.
Or like
Poor,
one of
poor cat.
that hairless guinea pig
Really nice cat.
we saw.
Oh yeah, that one. A skinny pig.
The skinny pig. Anyway, so I'm watching Gabriel and the others, but mostly Gabriel.
I like that name, by the way. Skinny Pig. That's good.
It is, though, isn't it?
It was adorable.
Anyway.
Skinny Pig McGuire.
Okay,
That's gonna
enough.
be his name from now
Good,
on.
enough, Connor.
Spider Pig.
You're drunk.
Right.
Go home.
Murder.
Go home. You're drunk.
I am home.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's Gabriel doing? He moved. I don't like that.
And Gabriel did indeed move. He is mostly engaging in a conversation with Honey and Carrie Bog, mostly led by Heathen Liberty.
Right.
Again, it mostly seems like Honey is just adding little yes or no's to the conversation, once in a while going, "Oh, it's so lovely tonight. The music is wonderful." all the while lovely note rich keeps playing.
Your brother died.
He doesn't know that yet.
Wow, this plot just took a turn for the strange.
Are they like about the
It is
wine?
Gay Pride Month.
Yeah, like about the wine.
Uh-huh.
Like did Booker see anything about the wine being tampered with?
Excuse me. I mean,
So,
Booker didn't ask about it?
big help he
I
is.
just saw them bringing the wine back out at the end of it, so you know. I want to know what the MacGuffin is at this point. It's probably like a murder weapon or some shit. It's the hacksaw!
It's the cut off tentacle of Carrie. Anyway, well, there's no way for me to tell if the wine is poisoned or not from where I am. So I'll just keep watching.
Yeah.
Murder!
Turn my mic off as I keep saying like peanut gallery bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm just looking through my notes and story progression. Alright. Let's see. As you're hiding at the column, suddenly you hear a voice behind you. So what you sneaking around for, governor?
I take up a knife and stab him.
You
Just in the face, bam! Ghost touch.
Man, I thought
stab the
drunk.
wholesome. You stab the wholesome urchin. He's now
Yeah,
cold.
Wholesome urchins.
Just bam! Street smarts! Then I throw a money clip and run away.
You want it? Go take it.
No, I don't even look over. I just go. I was wondering where you went.
Around, a bit here, a bit there. I go where I want.
People are getting murdered.
And just
And
offhand.
you're gonna be too.
Just offhand. You don't know you're a ghost, huh? No? Never mind then.
You say some strange things, governor.
Yeah, I know. It's all the pills I had to take as a kid. Anyway.
Drugs.
What you doing back here? Trying to find more food?
Mostly just watching. I saw something interesting going on upstairs. I think it was a bit too interesting, maybe. He says as he takes a swig from the bottle of wine he stole.
Clue me in, will ya?
Well, you ain't heard it from me, Gov.
Probably not.
But someone's spilling something from the kitchen to the upstairsness, and it ain't raspberry jam.
Do I know enough to make that connection?
Well, you know that someone's getting murdered. You can see that a lot of the guests have big vicious wounds on them.
So, okay. Yeah, I just kind of go, well, guess Booker will see to that happening. Hey, did you know about the love triangle going on here?
Of course I did. It's pretty obvious, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, pretty obvious actually, now that you say it.
But none of these stuck-up, high, rich donkey asses want to talk about that stuff because it ain't proper.
I have a bad feeling about this. I have a bad feeling about this kid, but that's kind
He's
of
actually
meta.
the murderer.
I think he has a hoof in this. He might be the MacGuffin. In any way, I don't think he's a regular kid. Okay, just saying.
Tiny child MacGuffin.
Here's the thing though, in character there's no way I can prove any of that, and out of character I also can't prove any of that, so yeah. Let's just go with
Tiny
it.
child MacGuffin. Turn off my mic because I keep saying stupid shit.
At least he notices. Alright, so they're still talking.
Yep.
I keep glancing at the child and go just what's your role in all this?
I like to see myself as somewhat of a wild card. Not much of a dice person. More just, rolling with it as opposed to having a role.
You're saying some strange things, don't you?
Well, I'm drinking some strange stuff. He takes another swig of the wine bottle.
Go off, I guess. Hey, Uda's the last person to keep anyone from drinking, even underage children. Especially underage children.
And hey, anyways, they says you hear the truth from children and drunk ponies. So what does a drunk child mean then, eh? Extra truth or extra lie?
Yeah, that sounds like a secret ghost spirit thing or some shit. He's the spirit!
Yeah, probably. The thing is... let's assume I suspect that.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck would I prove it?
That's an excellent question, though, isn't it? I think Connor's having a stroke in the murder nerds.
He would be one of the star spirits, right? Let's assume. If we assume he is a spirit.
Well, they are the last ones left.
Yeah, I'm just making sure because it's been a while since I looked into the notes. I take out the compass and I look at the child while I say star spirit.
What's
Or
that
stars
good
or something.
there? The compass whirs around like there's a hurricane going on inside it and then points directly at Two-Bit.
I shrug because
It speaks loud!
I shrug because honestly, what was I expecting? Actually, no. He will put the compass away. Just I don't know what I was expecting there. Keep some
Expecting
water.
to find your way from the looks of it.
Yeah, kinda. Although, I gotta say, that thing is less of a help than you would think it would be.
Well, I guess it's good if you want to find North or something. He drinks from the bottle again.
Oh, actually, that's the one thing it can't
Yes,
find.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
That's actually the one thing I can't find. Hey, Kent, what do you think will happen with those people? Like, this will not end well, surely.
Huh?
Look at all of them. Look at Piano Guy. Hatred in his eyes. He wants to kill someone.
Again, I'm fairly certain.
Well, I don't see no piano guy right now. The piano lady. She looks like she's.
Oh, love
she's gonna.
Sorry. Yes, Piano Lady. Look, did you just assume their gender, little kid? You have to learn a lesson about the modern world.
No, I've just been
No,
around
sorry.
this company longer than you have, Gub.
Piano Lady. Come on, give me a break. Yeah, when he says that, I just kind of nod because I kind of suspect you have.
Yeah.
God, I hate spirits. God, I just every time the stupid fucking meta games. Just the goddamn the playing with mortals bullshit. I've had it with it. I'm not gonna say any of that out loud.
Wow. Just wow.
But what is he doing? Connor's just telling a story. Okay, anyway.
I'm pretty sure Connor's just pasting the lyrics for Piano Man.
Because it's the best song for
Very
shit!
fair enough. Fair enough. Ah.
Anyway, as you're talking to the tiny child, you see, hang on, just gotta mess around with the tokens a little bit. And then you see Bentley Bug stepping in through the door. He looks as calm as ever. He stops at one of the maids and says something to her. She nods and heads towards the kitchen.
Okay. That maid.
Booker's invisible.
I'm gonna take. Oh, is Booker back down? No. Oh yes. So is Booker going to go into the kitchen, or just run around like he has rabies?
Don't reveal to me your secrets.
He shouts and immediately becomes not invisible.
No, that's just. He's invisible, not inaudible. Although I think there's a spell for that too.
It's called silence.
Yeah, why didn't you use that one, dude?
Because I don't have that spell. Also,
get
I'm not
that
actually shouting. You can tell because I'm not doing the shitty accent right now.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's true.
Okay, guesswork. I'm gonna say that maid is gonna poison something to give to Gabriel and I can't actually see his name right now. Heaton. Okay? She's gonna poison something, give it to both of them.
I'm out of rum.
Heaton will die frothing at the
shit.
mouth like a bitch, and Gabriel will do the thing where he tries to cut open his own windpipe to get breath, but it won't work.
Cause he's a hoe.
Anyway.
So that's my guess here. Just see.
Heaton
Cause
steps
he's
in.
actually a tiny child who's being poisoned by a lunatic fucking guy with a shitty nickname. What the fuck is Littlefinger supposed to mean? It's a shit name.
Okay, so the maid is gonna red wedding them. Actually, no, that's not right.
Anyway.
Still Joffrey then. Anyway,
Indeed. Bentley steps up to Gabriel and gives him a very pleasant smile. Ah, Gabriel, dear boy, if your father would allow me to borrow you for a little moment, I have something I would very much wish to speak to you about. He gives a small look to Carrie.
keep looking at the kitchen, Booker.
And just like before, his smile is unwavering. There even seems to be some warmth in his eyes. If you would kindly join me upstairs in the dinner room. Meanwhile, I imagine my lovely wife. He walks up to Honey and reaches over and gives her a smooch on the cheek. Would love to indulge the room with one of her absolutely magnificent dances. Oh yes, of course.
Does the Elaine dance with the little kicks? Booker dances the dance of his people.
The dance of his people is violently hip gyrating his face right in front of Bentley Bog's mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Actually,
No.
Uda will look to
No, he's not
Uda
doing that.
will look to the perfectly regular and normal child and just
Totally normal.
totally normal. So, say, do I actually have to hide, or they won't care, won't they?
Well, I just thinks it's kind of weird for you to hide. Then again, You are kind of a rogue, though, right?
Well, not.
Oh! Booker follows the other douchebags upstairs,
Nice.
Kid is
turning my
kinda,
mic back off.
Kid is kind of metagaming with me. I like it.
I don't look shocked. I knows him when I sees him.
Well,
I knows a fellow rogue when I sees him.
I'm not. I mean, technically, I'm not. I mean,
Right back
Eh.
later, and he's like a 20th level rogue.
yeah, I guess I would be. Oh my God, Have I been the kid all along?
I forgot to
Have
turn my
I
mic
been the
off.
ghost of the Victorian girl all along? Anyway, so
Anyway,
This is
indeed.
some crazy shit. I don't know why I turned my mic on just to say this.
you know what?
I gets to get back to getting some grub. Unlike you, the mates are actually gonna throw me out if they see me. So he gives a little tip of the head to you, and then he just seems to disappear into the pot plant here.
The ficus!
I look up to
Ficus.
Carbon. I look up to Carbon. And go. Are you as sick and tired of the spirits I am?
Like you have no idea, buddy.
I think I have one. Well, what you gonna do? We can't stab him. That's me out of
Well, you
ideas,
can
to be honest.
Well, you can try. Nothing's
What?
really stopping you.
You should test that first. And Una looks over to 2-Bit, and then looks at his knife. Looks over at 2-Bit. Maybe later. Just gonna cut 2-Bit when he sleeps. He bleeds. Hey, it works.
God damn it.
Don't be Uda's friend. It's not a good position to be in. Okay, Hedon is eating
Let's see.
the cheese. What if Hedon is just lactose intolerant? What if that's it? Not actually poisoned. So, what is happening down here? Or are we cutting back to Booker?
I do believe we're cutting back to Booker because
Oh my god.
the majority of what's happening down here is just Honey dancing around, whilst the servants seem to be buzzing about, arranging things.
Honey either was made by her husband or is just mentally retarded.
Well,
Riri.
I have to stay down because we don't have a third player.
Well, suck at your back. Where did those assholes go?
In
Just
the
go
dining
up.
hall.
Just go upstairs and fail your perception rolls, will ya?
You can fuck yourself! Alright, where did they go? I was following them.
The dining room.
Oh boy! Let's watch a murder in the dining room! It was Bedley Bog in the dining room with something that causes Gabriel's throat to explode.
Anyway,
still...
you into you go ahead, Stinky. You're
No, I'm
still
just saying I'm still on the poison thing here, so let's see if I'm right on that.
All these ficuses look. Tell me your secret, ficus!
I imagine the ghosts are just following their little like cursed script, just desperately trying to ignore the shouting rat.
Absolutely.
Just stay in character. Just stay in character, Gabe. Stay in character. He's not really here. Just keep it together, man. We have agents watching tonight. Keep it together. This could be our ticket to Broadway. Just don't mention him.
Anyway,
You've seen the world.
I like how he cuts out when he gets
The
really high
civility
pitched.
of silk
Yep.
that is the fucking universe.
Okay, Connor, shut up now. Story time.
Ficus. Sorry.
Anyway,
I'm trying to keep my shit together. I will never drink at a game again.
Good.
you're having a hard time, bud.
Anyway,
I
wanna know how that
an
guy-
entire bottle of Captain Morgan. It's
wanna
the
know-
best.
I want to know how that guy dies. Just go on.
Alrighty. As Booker enters the dining room, definitely not shouting about ficus's and secrets, he enters the beginning of a conversation between Bentley and Gabriel. I wish you're probably wondering why I called you here, although it really is quite obvious, isn't it?
I'm here to murder you.
I've seen you and Carrie together. As he says that, Gabriel's face immediately becomes terrified. Oh, don't worry so much. I have been wondering who could be taking good care of her. She needs a strong husband after all, and one that's financially viable. Bentley pours both of them some wine. I know that you've come into your own recently, and I just wish to say, Gabriel, that if you want to be the lucky stallion who takes care of my daughter from now on into the rest of her life, I will gladly give you my blessing. Gabriel's eyes widen, but not in fear this time. Sheer, overjoyed happiness. He reaches out and shakily takes one of the wine glasses as Bentley holds his up. Here's to your shared future together. Thank you so much, Mr. Bog. I cannot tell you how much this means to us. We were so nervous about this entire thing. Oh, there's really no reason. After all, I am an old-fashioned romantic. And thank you so much. Well, to the two of you, young lovers. To your health, sir. They clink their glasses and then they drink their wine. And Bentley just kind of watches Gabriel,
Okay,
who
wait.
slowly frowns.
I want to say I'm right.
Hmm?
Still with the poison, Bentley poisoned him, and we do this whole thing. I want to say that Gabriel manages to break the glass, and that's where the so-called claw marks come on Bentley. Go on, I just wild guess.
Alright.
I'm still waiting for Gabriel to put it in her butt.
To put what?
I'm just still waiting for Gabriel to put it in her butt already.
Anyway, Gabriel's expression slowly changes. He clears his throat, and then he starts coughing. The more he starts coughing, he looks at the wine glass. With a trembling hoof, he drops it on the floor. Its contents spill out onto the rug, and he falls to the ground, coughing and clutching his throat. To young love, indeed, Bentley says as he just watches this young stallion slowly expire as the poison in the wine starts burning its way through his throat. Blood starts trickling from his ears, his nostrils, his mouth, his eyes, every single orifice it can squeeze its way out of. And as he expires, with one last terrified look up at Bentley, Bentley just sighs and pours his own wine out onto the carpet. Not a drop of it touched.
Fucker got Joffreyed.
But what's his motivation?
Well, he wants to keep his daughter with him. He doesn't, or at least not married to this fucking guy, because he's like a lowlife with no money.
He puts the goblet that once held wine neatly onto the table again, and he steps over the pooling blood, making sure not to get any on his hooves, and walks downstairs again.
I am-
Meanwhile, Booker just whispers ever so quietly, into Gabriel's ears. Sucks to suck. And he walks out following the guy.
Jesus, you're not. Booker has way too much fun with this. I don't like it.
Absolutely.
It's the
I am-
best!
I am fascinated by these claw marks on his throat and face because there's nothing. There's no one there who could have done that. Ah.
Booker, by the way, does not do that because Booker is not completely shit-faced right now.
Alright. And downstairs again.
It's also still the thing he said to the maid, which I guess is about, hey, how about you murder the rest of this family? I can't do everything on my own.
Yeah, you can't do anything on your own.
Everything.
Booker's sitting here discovering murders, realizing love triangles, and
Shut
all
up!
this other
I
shit.
have an important part to play in this mission.
Being the fucking bitch boy.
I'm watching the important ballroom stuff and talking to the totally innocent and normal child. It's totally not a spirit at all.
Oh, totally.
That fucking spirit can read the rule book. Give me a break. He knows my he probably knows my alignment.
Bag of dicks.
I expect the child to
Anyway.
come up and just go, "Oh, you play chaotic neutral so good."
Why do you think he'll compliment you?
That's true, it wouldn't. It's a fucking spirit, it wouldn't. You play chaotic neutral so badly.
Well, sir, you play like a fucking bitch.
Anyway,
I ain't never seen no bigger wanker than you, and you pull it off so well.
anyway, we still have heat.
You're such a massive bitch.
We have heat. We have the burnt to a crisp help. All three of them, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
Could one have to be a shapeshifter that just turns into a bear and that's where the claw marks come from? I don't know. Fuck's sake.
Let's see. Let's see.
Also, you know what? Considering Luminosity and all the others are in plain view, I'm gonna go in plain view too. Because fuck.
Yeah. As you do so and get closer to the party and the conversation, you notice that Rose is hitting very obviously on Carrie.
Yeah, I'm doing like a small walk. What Jesus? What
Jesus.
the fuck?
Okay. Connor, I think you need to sober up before we do more of this.
Yeah,
I found the new hotkey for the ruler bit.
I didn't know that was a hotkey, but this is
There was.
interesting. So you moved like
So
3,000 feet.
we're just gonna let this play out.
No, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk. I don't have to. Anyway, I'm doing a casual walk by, pretend to talk to Luminosity in 2-bit. Going to this one.
I found out, but I snort while laughing, while drunk.
Anyway, I'm doing a casual walk by. I hear them flirting with each other. Do I hear anything else?
Well, you hear Rose flirting with Carrie, and you hear Carrie being uncomfortable.
Okay.
Rose,
Is it still going?
please.
No.
Nope, not anymore.
Ah, damn it. I should have gone for longer.
So there's a limit.
Rose, please. I do have some business to attend to. Oh, come now. Who has business to attend to on a day on a night like tonight? Well, I can think of some business. That is highly inappropriate. Oh, it might be, but it does feel so very nice. Please, Rose, that is not conversation for a ballroom. Oh, so you want to keep it strictly ballroom then? Carrie just shoots him a glare. Alright, fine. That was a rather horrid one. Oh, Rose, you've always been horrid. Oh, perfectly horrid. You know, I would love to be perfectly horrid with you. I'm sure you would, Carrie says, getting more tense, fiddling slightly with her wine glass. And I'm sure you would love it as well. He leans in more and more, his mouth hovering barely an inch away from her ear. And then suddenly he jumps 5 feet back as a big red splotch um, uh, spreads on the front of his jacket. Oh, I'm so sorry. How clumsy of me, Carrie says with her now empty wine glass. I'll go and fetch something to clean it with. Don't worry about it. Oh no, it's quite all right. It's all right.
A horrible murder monster that is the brother that he has become after Dad carved him up and turned him into a Frankenstein freak. And that laugh means that I'm either completely wrong or completely right and nowhere in the...
Booker. Who
I love
is
how you theorize.
Booker going to follow?
Fuck! Who am I gonna follow? Who should I follow, Hund? I shouldn't be making decisions right now. I'm drunk.
What was the fucking name? She was right there.
Drinking in the game again.
Starts with a C. Come on, help me out here.
C?
The name.
Carrie!
Carrie. God, I thought it just slipped my mind. We're all in great shape. It's awesome. It's totally how you play a murder
Absolutely.
mystery. You should, follow Carrie because she just left the ballroom, and I might keep an eye on the rest, despite me knowing I won't find anything interesting.
I'm completely shit-faced right now. What's your excuse?
I've been drinking too. Just not as
I'm
much.
the only one who hasn't been drinking.
Buh.
Anyway, are you sure you don't want to go upstairs, Stinky?
I mean,
You
Don't
were
go
the one
upstairs.
who.
I didn't go upstairs.
You were the one who overheard this entire conversation, after all.
Okay,
Go
fine. I want to go. Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs, and Booker will watch the ballroom for a change. In fact, I'm gonna leave Carbon down there too.
Nice. Oh, I just realized I had you on the wrong map. I'm sorry.
I guess that Booker's been drinking too much from his flask.
Yep.
I should get a beer. I shouldn't get a beer. I should stop drinking.
You should
Beer
stop
might be
drinking.
beer might be a bad idea right now.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, so Booker is downstairs. I'm upstairs. Let's see. Let's look around. First of all, the blood should be still there, I guess.
Yeah, actually, it's already very, very cleaned up.
Okay. Also,
You
let's
can-
assume I take a 10 in perception in each room. That's a 33.
God damn.
If that's somehow too low, I can roll. Just...
Yeah, okay. I mean, you do see the remnants of the blood stain. Blood is difficult to get off of white marble.
Did you just say the blood-stained blood?
No, the blood stain, comma, blood is difficult to get off of white marble.
Oh,
Okay,
Never
so
mind.
gonna take a look in here, see the corpse.
Yep.
Not gonna touch it because, well, it's a ghost, but you know, whatever.
ghost corpse.
Gonna check the other
In
rooms.
the hallway. Ghost corpse. Died from poison.
Yeah. Anything in these like 3 rooms here?
Yes, you hear some.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's go one by one.
You might want. Yeah, you might want to, roll your stealth a little bit.
Oh yeah, sure if I have to.
You do.
That's I could take 10 on that. That would be a 23. That might actually be the
Alrighty.
best idea here.
If
Yeah,
you want to be a
I'll
little
just-
bitch and take 10.
I will play it safe. Also, Carbon is still downstairs, so
Okay.
remove him. Be
Rah!
gone, tiny insect man.
What
Yeah.
a bitch.
Yeah, I'm take 10. Thank you very much.
Yeah, alright. Alright then.
So
You managed to sneak up on Carrie, evidently rummaging through some things. Seems
Okay.
like she's trying to, well, you would guess, find a little bit of soap or maybe like a rag, or maybe she's just hiding out from that creep Rose.
So I'll like look through a gap in the door.
Yep.
Stealthily
And as
check
you
again.
look through a gap in the door, you hear a creak from the other side of the door.
Um, like her door, like the door I'm leaning on, or the one behind me.
You hear, you hear a creak from the other side of the door you're leaning against.
Oh, okay.
You hear a small gasp as Carrie turns around. And I just have to gather my thoughts a little bit to see how to begin this. Hang on.
Snake. Trying to remove the gap. Snake.
Don't go off grid.
It's so convenient though.
You can't tell us what to do.
I can, because I am
Hey.
literally the god of this campaign.
Okay, anyway,
Hey,
fine. I hear a creak.
Ethan.
I don't really see
Leave
her.
us kids alone.
Yeah, you
Can
hear
you-
a creak. You don't really see what's going on as Carrie turns around and gasps. Oh, don't be alarmed. You know exactly who it is, after all.
Do I know that voice?
Well, you can roll some perception to see if you remember that voice.
Okay, that would be perception without the bonus, so I don't think so.
No, you don't really recognize the voice.
Darn, my hearing is so bad, but my eyesight is great.
What are you doing in there? I was just visiting, you know. It's so important to keep family together. Wouldn't you say? Hey, don't play stupid. I know exactly what you've been up to. I know what you are going to do. And I want to show you exactly why you're never going to do that. You hear a scuffle as Carrie is violently grabbed and dragged, and you hear not a creak this time, but a bang. And from inside after the bang, as if something hits the side of the wall, you hear Carrie begging and just saying no over and over and sobbing. Look at her, Carrie. Look at her and see what your future holds. Do you truly believe anyone would love you and take you in when you become that? Do you truly believe that he would just ignore it as your skin starts to develop scales, and as it rots off of your body, as those pretty little eyes stand still, Carrie, as those pretty little eyes start buggling out of your skull. Do you really think it would be that easy to get away from this?
Could I
You
roll a
can't away from
knowledge?
this.
Could I roll a knowledge thing to find out what the hell that guy's talking about?
Well, from what little description you have, probably not.
I mean,
Chickens been breeding.
more like
Shadow
is there a medical condition that I couldn't know of that turns your skin into scales and make your eyes bug out?
Well, you can roll some heal to see if you know of any medical condition like that.
And I will do so. I will absolutely do so. 36.
You know of no medical condition like that.
Well, fuck me. Should have read more books, I guess.
Maybe they should start up to fucking their cousins. And fish people.
I'm gonna try and open the door a bit more so I can have a closer look.
Alright.
So,
Actually,
excuse me
hang
for...
on just a moment. Hang on just a tiny little moment.
I wanted to go off grid there for a bit. Just a bit.
How dare.
That's the easiest thing to accomplish.
Let's see. Alright, there you go.
Roll
There I
up
go with
there.
what?
I say roll your stealth and see how. Sorry. Roll yourself and see how much of the room you can see with that.
I'm taking a 10, 23.
Fair enough. With the
I'm not.
23,
Yeah, I don't trust my rolls.
I say try and hang on, sorry. I say try and move one square up.
Okay. Also, just for comparison, what would I have rolled? If this is a 20, I'm gonna cry. No, it would have been worse. Okay, fair enough. See, I'm fine. Oops. She's gone! Oh wait, there she is. Okay, so they're both gone?
Anyway, they are both gone from this room, it seems. However, you can hear the voices coming from the room south of you. Although not through the door. That one seems extremely soundproof.
Okay. I'm just gonna enter.
Been reading
Ah.
Shadow over Innsmouth.
Aha! Okay, I'm just gonna go sneakily here and have a. Wait, could I? No, that's stupid. Okay, I just have to. Because I'm gonna stay here. This is like the best view I get without going off grid.
It is, isn't it?
So I see.
You can
Yeah.
roll some perception to see what you see.
Well, yeah, okay. Oh, to see what I see. How nice.
To see what you see.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take 10 to have a
Fair enough.
33. And
Yeah.
okay. Wait. I'm still gonna roll. Let's see. Okay, fair enough. I should have not taken 10. Whatever. I took
What
it
is
though.
the point of taking 10 when you have this this high of a modifier anyway?
Because I could
Come on,
always
it
roll
removes
below
any
10.
exactly, and that removes any kind of risk from the game.
That's what
Makes it
taking 10 is.
boring.
That's what taking 10 is for, though. That's the thing. Fine. Then take the 19 then. I'm not gonna complain.
Neither am I. Anyway,
So there's Godzilla down there.
you look through the tiny crack in the seemingly movable bookcase that's in front of this hidden door, and you see Carrie just completely distraught with tears, being violently manhandled by some hidden pony, whilst something seems to squirm in the background. As you listen closely, you can hear some disgusting gurgling sounds, as if labored breath is being taken through a mouthful of slime.
I think I realize what all the meat was for. Okay. Do I see enough of that thing to make a knowledge roll?
Unfortunately, no. You only see a glimpse of what it might be, but the shape makes your stomach churn.
That's it's a pretty tall order for considering what Uda did so far.
Well, you did say that witnessing the double murder earlier would have made you traumatized. So,
Well, the manner of the fight would have, not the end result. Just
aw,
fairly gruesome.
yeah. Anyway, the rather harsh verbal abuse goes on. You will never find anyone in your life who'll be able to look away from those tiny little flaws. This is your life, Carrie Bog. There's nothing you can do about it. You're never going to get out of this mansion. Because no matter what you do, it will always be a part of you. Everything in here is inside of you, Carrie. he shoves her, and she stumbles into a water trough behind her, gasping and sputtering before she claws her way out and starts running towards the bookcase. What do you do?
I'm gonna go outside again and just like kind of stay here and hope she doesn't look behind her when she runs out. Like sort of actually, where does the door open to? Like which way?
This door?
Yeah.
That one opens to over here.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stay like down here then.
Yeah. You see as Carrie runs out, dripping wet, slamming briefly against the wall before she gallops off.
Okay. Is she out of? Once she's out of sight, real quick. Lean in, open the door, stick my head in to look.
All right.
Like just the head. But yeah, I shouldn't be off thing, but you know, kind of like that. I'm half in the door.
And then move, and then
Yeah.
Uda gets part.
You see. Well, you don't see much. You do see some movement inside, including that horrible, squirming monstrosity that you can't really make out what is. It seems
Okay.
like someone is tossing it hunks of meat.
Yeah, I guessed as much. Are there any? Can I make out any discerning features of that person? Anything? Hairstyle, color.
You can roll some perception.
Sure.
It's fucking Bentley. Oh my god.
Probably. But I can't know. That's out of character knowledge, though. I can't just say, oh, I see part of his nameplate. I know who that is. No.
Alright, with a 27, you do see the distinct silhouette of the lord of the house, but aside from
Right.
that, you also see the color and texture of the meat that he's thrown at
Okay,
this monster.
that's all I wanted to know. I'm going back down.
You don't. Come on! I was gonna give you the
Really?
color and texture of the meat. Come
But
on!
fine. I'm so interested in the color and texture of the meat. Is it pony
You
meat?
will be.
It's probably pony meat.
No. Yes, it is. It's the remains of Nemo Bog.
That was fast. Like
Well,
wow.
yeah,
he
you
was
ruined it.
He
Come
was
on.
no. I mean, like he was downstairs like 5 minutes ago. You already cuffed the guy up. Jesus.
5 minutes ago? You do know that this entire thing took a while, right?
No, I don't. I have no sense of time in this scenario.
Anyway,
This scenario.
Anyway, okay, then, yeah, I saw him feed what's his name to some weird monster thing, which I only saw part of, but apparently it has big teeth. I don't like it.
So when are we gonna fight Dagon on a boat and run over Cthulhu?
isn't that a
Going-
good question?
So I'm going back. I'm not going back down because she's there. I'm gonna like stay behind the door and watch her, like a creep. Let's just say here, fuck it.
You watch as she runs, sliding slightly on the wall here, still sobbing, and makes her way to this corner. At which point she gasps again, and you hear a bit of another scuffle.
Ah, jeez. Can I? Okay, I'm gonna.
Easy now, sweetheart. It's all right. How on earth did you get so wet? Please, Rosé. No, not right now.
Okay,
Oh, come now.
I'll just stay here.
Oh, come now. I can help you. You know I'm always willing to help. No, please. I need to dry off. I can help you dry off. I can help you dry off real good. No, get away! Get away! Stop it! Oh, don't worry. You're going to enjoy this. No! Oh, quit. What are you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You. You hear the rasping and the gasping of someone quite literally choking on themselves before there's a hollow thud of a body hitting the ground.
We
Interesting.
put our tentacle in him.
Maybe.
Man, this is why I shouldn't drink at a game. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, so that
That's
was
the
Rose.
sound. As the sounds of Rose dying fades into the night, Carrie is left standing, breathing hard, almost audibly trembling. You can feel a strange sensation in the air as if it's electrified.
Yeesh. I'm just waiting for her to go, to be honest, so I can look at the corpse. Oh, is it gone yet? No.
Nope. Sorry, I'm looking through my notes.
That's okay.
Okay. Slowly, the sound of Carrie sobbing fade out as well. You hear another
Okay.
thud as she leans heavily on the wall. And then she starts walking towards you.
Oh, jeez. I'm walking away into... Well, I guess the dining room is close. Whoop. Whoop. I'm fast.
Right into a place with no exits.
Well...
Quick, hide under the table.
Don't have to.
Through a crack in the door, you see her passing by.
Okay.
She seems... Well... hang on, I made her go the wrong way. Sorry. There we go. Okay. She seems... Shut up! It's late. It's late and I don't remember the layout of this goddamn mansion.
She's so...
You wanna
She's so
you just wanna, like,
traumatized, she doesn't know the way anymore.
You just want to like call it here on a cliffhanger?
Yeah.
One
Alright.
moment. Before we do that,
Uh-huh.
once she's gone, I want to take a look at the corpse. Oh,
Hang on, just get a real
too
quick.
hard.
There we go.
Ah, yeah, that's important. Little details
Yeah.
are important. And heal check, cause of death.
Heal check, cause of death, strangulation.
At least let me roll. Come on.
No.
You said I can't take 10. So I take
I
a 15
forgot that heal
instead.
checks was something you had to roll. Anyway. Yep, he definitely looks like he was strangled or choked on something, but you just don't know what it was. There's no visible sign of what it was.
Really no visible sign.
Yeah, no visible sign of what choked him.
But there should be at least like... Okay. If he was like strangled from outside, there should be like bruise marks or something.
Yep, and there aren't.
Can I open his mouth and look like inside his throat?
Go ahead.
I will do so. That's all part of the heal check, really. I'm gonna check how he died. So, are there any like marks inside his throat? Is there like bruising, blood, anything?
Nope, none. However, if you look far enough down his throat,
Will I see the abyss?
you'll be able to gaze into the abyss, but beware it chokes back. You'll be able to see that it seems like... Actually, no, it's more like... Excuse me. If you feel at his throat, it seems like his air pipe has just been squeezed shut from the inside.
Could that be done by just kind of shoving a tentacle inside his throat and using the suckers?
Absolutely not.
Damn it.
It appears down the dark, wet, dark, warm depths of his throat.
So I guess okay, then I have no idea how this was done, which makes it worse. Could be magic for all I know, though. So,
Oh, she's a tender pony. Do they usually have magic?
I mean, they can be. They can. I mean, everyone can have magic. Alright then. And she went back into that other room thing.
Yep.
So let's call it a cliffhanger here, but I follow her back.
You follow her back.
Just carefully. Very, like, more carefully.
All right. And next time I'll be sober when we do this.
Yay!
Should we just do it next Sunday? And skip my game so Zevi can be here?
Yeah, I think that'd be nice. And he can be caught up to speed when viewing the video as well.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the recording here.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, you too. Say goodbye, you two people.
Yes, you, everybody.
I'm gonna go to bed now.
Good night, drunk Connor. Good night, sober chicken. Good night,
Goodbye.
moon.
Drinking it again.
Good
Good night,
night,
stars.
good
you
night,
little
empty
fucks.
bottle of beer, sitting lonely on the desk.
All right. Goodbye. I'm not
Goodbye.
doing this anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not drinking it again. This is a terrible idea.
It was.
Yeah.